All right, welcome to session 30. 6 months of this campaign. We've made it. We've lost a few along the way, but here we are. Um, and as usual, I'm just going to recap the last session. That was 2 weeks ago, so we didn't play last week for those who are watching it. You didn't miss anything. All right, so if you remember during the last session, we picked up in the middle of vicious melee with a pack of troglodytes. This actually went on at the end of session 28 and most of session 29 comprised of this battle. Surrounded on all fronts, with Arawak bleeding out from a steel javelin lodged in his chest, the situation was dire. Zadar was set upon on all fronts by razor-sharp tearing claws and snapping jaws. All the while, the putrid secretions of the reptilian horrors sent up waves of nausea mixed with your own blooded adrenaline. The fighter was raked across the face, blood pouring into his eyes and rendering his vision a blurry haze of monstrous shapes. And still he pressed his advantage in the combat, severing the leg of one of these creatures as it tried to rush past him to engage the gnome, and sending it sliding into home base and forcing the Loman to jump out of the way. So one of them tried to rush past Tommy's character, and he took its leg off, and it went sliding into home base, and it almost bowled over the Loman. Simultaneously while this was going on, Talissa and Damien, situated at the southern end of the skirmish, remained locked in a fight with a troglodyte of enormous size. It thrusted its trident at the druid with terrible power, but eventually Talissa caved the side of its head in with a magnificent strike of her club, and then immediately rushed up the corridor to help her friends. For most of the fight, Damien was spent of all of his spells and sent bullets whizzing towards foes, with none of them finding purchase. Frustrated, but indeed very intelligent, he remained close to those of fighting prowess, stayed out of melee range. Loman desperately looked for an opening in this chaos to help the downed elf. He rushed to help his friend, tumbled past one troglodyte, slid down to the side of Arawak, and tried frantically to stop the bleeding. However, a second later, the elf let out a weak sigh and breathed no more. An enormous troglodyte, the one that Loman literally charged past, like he tumbled past, that one came rushing at Loman again. So it turned on him and came rushing towards him. And he almost took his head clean off with a swipe of talons. Let's get some art here. That's the first old school picture I'd like to share with you guys. Nice old D&D art there. Yep. Here's one that's kind of more applicable, to be honest. That would be Zadar facing off against numerous troglodytes. Me telling you guys the story.
Oh my god,
with
that's funny.
with my mullet and Freebird t-shirt on.
Is that old D&D art and shit?
It certainly is. It
Very
certainly
cool.
is. Yeah, I like to try to find these ones. I got several more.
I don't think I've
And
ever seen a like fourth wall break in first edition
yeah,
art.
there
That's
is
funny.
quite a few in first and second. They don't really do it anymore because now it's just too superhero horse shit. But they used to have some fourth wall type breaking humor.
Wow.
Um,
The kids like 5e. Let them have it.
yeah, they could have it for sure.
A lot of my coworkers are really enjoying themselves, so I don't hate on it.
Yeah, I don't really hate on the system. I just hate on some of the horse shit that's going on with the company. But anyways, A second later, the elf let out a weak sigh and breathed no more. An enormous troglodyte came charging towards Loman and almost took his head clean off with a swipe of his talons. Talissa and Zadar downed one more of these horrible creatures as the last turned tail and tried to run away, narrowly avoiding being cut down on its way out down the hall. It escaped down the corridor, and the fight was over at that point, or at least you didn't see anybody else, and you were bloody, demoralized from the loss of your companion, and physically spent to extremes. So the group gathered their gear and their dead friend and made their way back to the chambers that they previously discovered. So let's just share a picture of Arawak, an effigy for Arawak.
Mhm.
He's a great
You're wearing
character.
Airwalk right now.
Yep.
All right, get rid
He's,
of that shit.
he was a great character.
He's dead to me.
And then we're going to do one more.
God.
And we're going to. He
You
certainly
get
is
Laura
dead.
crying over here, man. Stop
He's certainly dead.
Died from an extreme allergy to the poison ivy in that picture.
Yeah,
it. Right? Wait, no, that's poison oak.
Yeah.
That's poison oak.
I think it's just like regular ivy, like wall ivy.
I'm just.
It was funny, dude. Don't worry. I'll give you some experience points for it. So here's the last one I'll share. Can you guys all see that? Yeah, I found some good. There's a wealth of troglodyte images with adventurers encountering them in caves. So I got lucky with the leech one that one time, but sometimes it's hard, to find what you want. So here we are. I don't know if I have party vision on. Can you see the map, Scoot?
I don't see anything. I don't even have a map up.
Okay.
I'm not on a map, I don't think.
Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll just put you on.
Let's see if I... How do you get to the map nowadays? Because I double click on tokens and that stuff, and now it just brings up the reticle in between the two on the bottom.
Double click on your portrait. Yeah, it's
Yep. Oh, I see it. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding why they changed that.
All right, but thank you for that. Now I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see. Wow, look at me laying on the floor in here.
Yeah, well, I don't want your token in there right now. So can you click on like Loman or Talissa or one of them? Can you see from them? Because I do have party vision.
Yeah, and I can move them. So
okay, good.
yes.
I'm just gonna take you off that.
Who do I want to click on? I want to click on Zadar because Zadar's the bloodiest.
Sick.
So
wait, who has infravision? That's who I'm
not
gonna
it.
click on. Damien.
Not me.
I'm clicking on Damien's.
So
this is the last time I'll have infravision for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty useful.
And he will be, like, even when my character comes in.
Yep. So, you guys played some musical chairs with the items pretty intelligently, I would say.
Yeah, me and my 5 hit points will lead from the front.
Yeah, that might not be the best idea, to be honest. Or just don't do that and wait until, or stay or use, Anyways,
I can roll up a new mage every week.
you definitely would have to.
He would be Damien 1, Damien 2,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would
3,
be his
Damien 4.
brother. It would be his brother.
His new brother keeps coming out of the woodworks. That's very funny.
There was a I cannot remember the group who does those D&D themed videos. But
So you guys had mentioned that you guys are resting. and trying to. I mean, obviously, because you're beat to hell and bloody. You guys have you barred the door. You don't hear anything presently. It's been about 3 hours, and what I was going off was the watch that you guys had originally specified. But let me know if it's any different. There's 4 of you, so
Aren't there some comfortable beds in the room to the north
yeah.
that we could use for? Don't we get more hit points back if we do that? Yeah, so
You're
you
gonna get
should pick
back
one of the beds.
an additional hit point. Yeah, that's fair because you're sleeping in a bed at that point. Okay, so what does the
Okay.
watch look? What's the watch situation look like?
Talissa's supposed to go first, which is fine with me.
Okay, who's second?
We should do tough with squishy, tough with squishy.
Okay, just call it out, name it. Who's going? You know, with who's taking second watch? Just break it up into 4. So I mean, there's
Well,
really not much.
on the
Yeah, just
sheet,
use
it
the
goes
sheet.
so Loman after me, and then
And then Zadar and then Damien.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yep. I've already rolled up some, what's going to happen anyway. So we'll see.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to do.
So Loman wants to switch with Damien. So to go to Lisa, Damien, Zadar, Loman. There you go.
Zadar's 3 and then Loman. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, first watch goes by without incident. In fact, it's as silent as the grave in here. Fire's going
okay,
down. Talissa.
take over. Take. So I'm handing off watch to Damien then, and
Fire's going down.
uh,
Let's put some
do
wood
we
on
want
it.
to fuel it? Yeah. Do we have some wood?
There
It's
is
in
some
that.
wood.
It's in the corner.
Yeah.
So when you go to take that wood, it's kind of dim in here and the shadows are just kind of, you know, forming all around the room. And as the fire kind of dies down and you can see Arrowwalk kind of sitting against the wall and his face is kind of dark and it's just kind of horrifying to see that. Him sitting there looking like a marionette with its strings cut. So you stoke the fire. You stoke the fire. And he is still very dead, along with the other 3 bodies that are in here. This is turning into a tomb. And you wake up Damien. Damien. Three hours go by without incident. At which time you wake up the fighter, Zadar. Anything special you want to do? I didn't mean to skip over you there. Tommy.
No.
Damien.
I try to go potty without anybody noticing.
Okay. Where? In one of the other rooms? Like one of the
Yeah.
thieves' rooms or something?
Yeah.
All right, roll a dexterity check. Just kidding, dude. That's great, man. All right, so. Yeah, you pull that off, and nobody seems to stir or wake up during this, at which time the last watch comes up. That's going to be you, Loman.
Yep.
Anything special you'd like to do?
Stoke the fire a bit and just keep an eye on the door. Listen.
Good, good, because the fire is getting low. You don't hear anything off the bat. been about. You're gonna guess it's been at least 8 hours right now. But time's funny down here. You don't know whether it's day or night. Forgot. Like everything's just kind of become a blur. But I guess it doesn't really matter when you're underground. Um, you don't hear anything. Everything seems to be okay. There's been nobody pounding at the door. No unwanted guests. And you are free to, switch out your spells. You right now is going to be, your meditation time. I've kind of factored that into the advancement of the time, so we're not going to advance it anymore.
Okay.
But you can now, reset your spells. So this is what I'll do. There we go. That should have been a long rest for
Okay.
everybody.
Cool.
Anybody need help with their spells?
No, I think I'm good.
Damien, I believe that I did what you wanted to do, which was I put sleep on there.
I just made them active.
Okay, good. Yep, I see that. Good job.
Oh,
So you
and
got armor,
and
magic missile, and sleep. Good job.
and
Yes,
I was
Orlane?
tending to everyone so that with the healing
Mm-hmm.
proficiency, so
Yep,
that we'll get 2 hit points overnight.
yep, yep. So everybody give themselves 2 hit points back.
And I'm gonna give myself a cure because I am still in rough shape.
One easy way to do it, Tommy, is you can actually just go to your hit points and hold down Control and scroll wheel up 2 times. Here, I can do it for you. Heal 2. Or you can double click it. Shift double click it.
And I'll give Zadar a heal.
Yeah, he definitely needs it. He's pretty beat up. So, Zadar, there's one thing that you should know. The gash in your face is pretty horrid. It's very likely going to leave a scar. So, if you would like to take note of that on your sheet under notes, under description, you definitely got raked across the face. Pretty brutal.
Ugly.
Um, Yeah, yeah, you got nailed. And another thing too is I'm gonna need everybody to deplete a single ration.
Um,
Please go into your
Spencer,
inventory. Yes,
um, you said I could take two. I could take 2 hit points back, right?
yes, correct.
So before Loman healed me with Cure Light Wounds, I had 7,
Mm-hmm.
but I tried to take 2 off of there and I couldn't.
You have to change the wounds
Yeah, I
on you.
got you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
You can hold down Control on it, and then use your
wait.
mouse wheel to scroll it, up and down,
Or you can just type it when you click on
or you
that
can type
box.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Either
I
way.
don't know why it's
So
not
there you
working
go.
for me. No, it was at 3. Now
There you
it
go.
should be at 1.
5. Oh, the
No.
wound should be at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank
I
you.
thought you said you were overhealed.
Nope. I just couldn't change it. For some reason.
And you had mentioned you wanted to heal Zadar.
Yeah, I did one on him already.
Okay.
I can do one on Zadar if he needs more. Here, let me
Yeah,
do
he
it.
still needs, and then I'll do my last one on me.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to rest for quite some time. So,
Oh,
ooh, look at that heal. Doesn't get better than that.
yeah, so I'm at full now. But I am out of spells now.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait. You trying to heal him,
Yeah.
Laura?
Mm. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just slow.
That's all right. Take your time.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. At least we could do more. Let me do one more on you. I want to do the cast though. Oh, god damn it. Look.
It's the way it rolls.
I'm in the green now.
Yeah. You're pretty heavily armored too. Rations. Everybody go into their inventory and deplete a single ration.
Actually, Zadar, can you delete 2? Because I think you're carrying mine.
Yep.
Oops. Oh.
Did you remove 2, Laura?
I removed one.
Tommy? Okay.
I did my first one the first time you asked. The last one
Okay.
I just did was for Loman.
Perfect. Damien, you good?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, during all this time, it's been about, I would say, about 25 minutes. And you hear a commotion. How can I describe this? You hear kind of a muffled, like, sounds like somebody arguing or yelling at somebody else, and you can hear, what sounds to be like echoing footsteps, and they appear to be getting closer.
Okay, we better get ready here, guys.
From south? From the south? Which direction is this coming from?
You don't know the direction. You can just hear it, echoing down the hall from the door. It's loud. You can hear somebody. It sounds like a struggle. Yeah, it sounds like a struggle, and you can't really make out what is being said, but you can hear someone struggling and yelling. That's what it sounds like.
Should we head out there, guys? Maybe it's someone who we can enlist as an ally.
I would say just don't move and listen. Don't make a sound. See what happens.
Is that what we're doing?
Like we should
That's
open
what
the
I
door and throw
suggest.
Airwalk's body out in front of the door.
Is that what you're doing?
The fuck?
No,
Come on.
It was just a thought.
Is that what
Burn
you're
him
doing?
at least.
All right.
Light him on fire and put
I'm
him
gonna-
on the door. That'll scare him. He's on fire.
Was that Dwayne?
Yes.
I'm gonna open the door and peep.
You're gonna open the door and look out? You're gonna
Yeah.
have to unlatch it,
Yep.
which you can do. It's a little bit heavy for you though, man. It's gonna take you some time. I mean, you're 2.5 feet tall and there's a heavy latch. Anybody gonna help him with that?
I will.
Yeah. I'm curious why you're just inviting the stranger in still, so I just watch.
Well, it sounds like
I can
there's
help 'em.
conflict, so it might be enemy of our enemy may be our friend.
You know what I want to know? What I want from you is here. I'll tell you in a minute. You're kind of struggling with that latch. It's a big beam, dude, and it's gonna be
I can
difficult.
help him.
I'm on
I
my
can
tip.
help him.
I'm on my
I
tippy
cross my
toes.
arm and watch.
She's just gonna watch.
Oh, here we go. This is what I want.
Let me help you with that, Loman.
Well, actually,
Thanks,
let me
Talissa.
help him. You get a weapon out. Right? I'm the most useless, so let me help with the beam. I can carry it out of the way. I have decent strength. My strength, I think, is 12.
Agreed.
So I can help him with the beam, and I can put it away. You guys can deal with what comes in.
Okay, yeah, my strength is 8. I'm not very strong, and I'm small.
Sounds good.
Well, you can
that's-
hear The struggling is getting closer, and you swear you can hear someone make out, "I'll kill you all, unhand me."
So
And then you can hear what sounds to be a reptilian and also some human in there, but you can't really to make out what the reptilian voices are saying, but you can definitely hear out the voice or hear the voice of the human say something like, "We'll make you squawk." And then you hear someone yell out, "I'll kill you all again."
And the
And then
reptilian is the sounds like trogs, right?
sounds like, yeah, it could be. Has that yeah. So it sounds to you like the impression that you get is that someone is being held against their will.
yep.
Do we see
Did you hear
anything
what we
down the
said we were
hall?
going to do?
Did you get the latch off yet? You did.
Oh,
So who was helping you?
Yeah. So Damien
Mhm,
and Loman
mhm,
remove the bar. My strength's 12.
mhm. You
So
can
once we get the
easily do it together. Yep.
right, once we get the bar up, I'll go stick it in the corner, and we'll
Mhm.
get the door open.
I'll get in
Okay.
position to charge
Okay.
like a
Alice
fucking
is just
bull.
getting.
Okay. Well, the door is open, and you definitely can hear what sounds to like, clanking spears, and there is somebody yelling. Hold on. And I need to do something really quick.
I'd like to light a torch if I'm allowed.
That's right. You guys are all
You can
blind.
do whatever you like.
well, you should keep your hands free for fighting. I can light a torch.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Or
I
let
was
me
just
carry
gonna
the torch.
throw one down the hallway.
Or,
and then
or
equip
maybe,
my
yeah,
shield.
Damien, because I'll need 2 hands for my staff.
How's Damien going to cast spells if he has a torch in his hands?
I'd like to
Oh,
just light a torch with intent to throw it.
Actually, I can use my lantern, and then
Yeah, you're not going to cast spells. I'm typing something, but if you're going to cast spells, you're not going to do it with a
Single hand.
torch.
I'll
Yeah.
light up my lantern because then I can put it down.
Oh.
okay.
Okay, sorry, I was doing something. So what are we doing? Just one at a time. So
Yeah.
Damien, what are you doing?
I'm putting the beam in the corner,
Okay, you got the beam in the corner.
and then I'm going to be right where I am.
Got it. Loman, so you're hustling. Loman, what are you doing?
Lighting my lantern.
Okay, you can do that. Talissa,
I'm sharpening my sickle. If I have something to sharpen it on.
Scoot's going to be dead twice.
Oh no.
Zadar,
Yeah.
what are you doing, buddy? Holding.
Ready to throw a torch.
You got your torch. It's pretty well lit in the room that you're in.
And I've got a lantern now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
ready.
well lit. It's pretty well lit. So you have your weapons ready. Is that what I heard? Just kind of waiting to see what happens. I
Come
heard
on,
you say charge.
Yeah, sure.
He's ready to charge if we saw anything, right? But do we see
That's
anything
what I-
down the hall?
Sure.
Well, I thought I heard him say charge.
He
Like
did
he
say
was.
that at the beginning.
He's ready to charge if we saw anything
I
down
just
the
wanted to
hall.
make sure that I didn't forget anything
Yeah.
that he would like to do. That's all.
No, it said what I said. You're correct.
No, you can change it, dude. This isn't like a combat round. You can do whatever you want. I thought maybe that I missed something you said. I was just trying to clarify it. That's all. You
Nope.
could definitely change whatever you want to do.
That's
Okay.
not my intent. My intent's not
Okay.
to change anything.
Okay. Okay, one moment. It's actually both I wanted, Scoot, but that's good. The clattering is getting louder.
Okay, I'm gonna start down the hall, see if I can find where these people are.
You don't have it equipped, Scoot?
I might be, but it
It's
shouldn't be because I highly doubt that he's.
Let me look at you. Yeah, I mean, you would have to unequip it from your guy. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
It shouldn't do what you're seeing if it's not equipped. So that's what I
Yeah.
was. Okay, so let me look
Yeah,
at you
yeah,
guy.
We're good.
Okay.
I want to test it just to see. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
That's called PEBCAC.
Yeah, I just finished that automation. By the way, guys, if you notice that your dex checks are a little worse, you heavy armor guys, that's intentional. I automated the rules from the complete fighter's handbook to take into account your armor and your shield if it's equipped when you're doing dexterity based skill checks and just regular dexterity checks.
What's
So
plate mail's penalty? Do you know off
it's
the top of your head?
it's pretty severe. I think it's -3. I think field plate might even be 4. There's 2
Gotcha.
scales of it. Um yeah, I mean, you're not going to be tumbling as well when you're in plate. It's kind of a
No.
holdover from 1E. That's why I wanted to do it, because I know you know the movement penalties from 1E and the other things with armor I know you liked. And then when I read this, I'm like, this is kind of a holdover from that. So anyways,
Look at that. I'm holding that guy up in my hand.
so Loman, it's getting close, and you could hear this time. You can definitely hear a human say, "We'll make you squawk."
Okay, I'm moving down to the corner here and poking my head around, seeing if they're down this hall.
Okay. They're not down that hall. It sounds like it's farther down this way in this direction.
Come on,
Actually, farther
Zadar, they're
this
down
way.
here.
You know what? What's the ping hotkey? I forget. Is it space?
Oh,
The fuck?
no, space. It is. It's space.
Space what? Middle mouse or space?
Left mouse button.
That's not working for me.
Doing.
All right, double clicking. It's double click. That's why.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
Whoa,
hear
that's weird.
coming
pretty
from
cool.
this
Never mind.
direction.
Come on, guys.
Getting close.
You will squawk when I get finished with you.
That's what you could hear, guys.
Okay, peek around the corner here.
Stop. As soon as you get right there, that's all right. You guys went. That's fine. You guys went right to where I wanted to. I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna do a few things, and you guys just need to give me a minute to set it up.
Oh, no worries. Take your time.
Okay, so this doesn't look scaled right to me. Maybe it's because the faces. Okay, we're gonna put him there. Mhm. One more. Make this one off on the fly right now.
I just have to step away for 1 minute.
You're good, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a second myself, so.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. I didn't have a prepped encounter for this, but it's fine. It's good. I'm learning how to do this on the fly much quicker. It's a good skill to have with this stuff. You never know what your players are going to throw at you anyway, so you might as well get good at making these encounters on the fly. I also didn't know how I was going to even introduce this. I just thought of it. I had a few ideas, but okay, that's good. That's good. That's not good. Almost there. Okay. All right. Damien, you don't see anything, but you can hear the guy yell out. We'll just wait for Dwayne to get back, and I'll describe it.
Music has me in a trance.
I like it, man. I like to just have the ambient on. I'll find something different too, but
Well, it's nice and calm, so it's good.
yeah, it's good for when you're DMing. Kind of keeps it. It's not too distracting. Just kind of focus music. There we go.
That token is intense. Procatio? Like,
Oh yeah,
wow.
it's a
Proud.
placeholder for what I'm working on.
You
Need
got
Proud.
something
something
for
better than
tonight,
that?
though. Well, it's not gonna have that fucking crazy spiked band. It's because I have a hard time finding my token on the map. Yeah, that's it.
The face is good. You should make it of the face. He looks like Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
got
the
quite
vibe
that
I get.
chin there. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that like really proud like Bruce Campbell,
Ha.
like, big chin. I like that. Yeah, like Evil Dead, like
Yeah.
Ash from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That's what reminds me of. Oh, you back, Dwayne.
Yeah. That.
All right, so what you guys see is what looks to be either a scouting party or a guards, and they appear to have a human, a big human with dark hair. I'll let Scoot describe him more. What do you look like, Scoot?
Well, Arcasio is 6'4", weighs about 225 pounds, and is just solid
Jesus.
muscle. He's about 20 years old, maybe just turned 20, so he has a very young-looking face. If he wears a coat of arms on over his chainmail, which is of sable color, which displays an owl argent. For those of you who are from the Grand March or from Kyoland or from Bissell, those areas, Joff as well, you would know that that's the insignia of the Knights of the Watch.
Yeah, and most everybody here would recognize that. Everybody is from that area.
From
Yes.
looking at him, you can tell that he is a young, probably being a knight. He more than likely is low rank, very low.
For his
For
age.
he's not wearing plate armor, so apparently he's not rich enough to afford his first suit of plate.
He's wearing chain, correct?
Correct. Yeah, and then even despite his captivated condition, he stands very tall and proud and very resistant to what is happening around him.
Indeed. His hands are bound behind his back. This much you guys can make out in the split second that you guys have walked around the corner and then saw this. You can see the man is bound, but he is almost as tall as the troglodytes that flank him on either side, in front and behind. You think there might be maybe 2, 3 more behind him. There's a human out in front. He's not well armored. He carries a spear. And yeah, they're just you came around the corner and it appeared that they're just basically taunting him. And you did, before even you rounded the corner, you did hear them, threaten the human with, making him squawk, implying that they're going to get him to talk, torture.
Now, my question
something
is real
else.
quick: would I seen them come around the corner?
You definitely see them pop around the corner. Yeah.
As I would
Loman's
see
got a
them
lamp.
hop around the corner, I'm gonna fully just stop moving entirely in order to distract these vile creatures that have surrounded me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you definitely saw them rounding the corner. Loman's got a lamp on him, so he's lit up like a lighthouse.
That's right.
And, but they didn't know. I mean, you guys weren't making any sound. In fact, looks like they were heading to the room that you guys were in, possibly, going to, take them to be interrogated by a captain or something else, but they were definitely heading in your direction. So what do you do? And I'm not going to even require a surprise check on your part, but I am going to require one on the part of mine, guys. So
Yeah, I mean, is there any advantage to just attacking immediately?
well, if you had there is one rule that's pretty interesting. If you had your arrows knocked and you actually run into somebody and they see that they are not prepared for it, you can actually get off a free shot. It's at the DM's discretion, but there is things that don't even count as the surprise round. It's literally just they round the corner and you release your arrow. You can
What
do
about
things like
a
that.
dagger throw, or does that specific to?
You would have to have it ready out
Yeah.
and literally like this. It's almost, in fact, it's identical and mechanically to ambush. So, one second. Turn that down. That's bugging me.
Fucking Jason's coming around the corner.
I just want to rush that Spanish Johnny Appleseed looking dude.
Spanish Johnny Appleseed. I know that icon
trying
is
to
something
see
else,
that.
man. That's some hand-drawn. That's some hand-drawn.
He looks like an
money.
archaeologist.
I don't know. It looks like a hipster to me.
I thought it was an archaeologist on a dig
like a
site or something.
Spin doctor bassist or something.
Spin doctor base.
Curious George's owner.
Love it.
The man in the
love
yellow
it.
hat.
Yep,
Yep.
the man in the yellow hat. Wayne, you got it.
It's pretty great, man. I gotta say that's pretty great.
Yeah, what is that? A Delmar sun hat?
Oh god.
The guy on
dude.
safari, man.
I when I first saw that art, I was like, why? Like,
It looks like they're attempting to make like a militia looking type,
Yeah. When you zoom in on it, it makes more
like
sense.
peasant warrior.
okay, they look taken aback as Hercatio, well, you don't know his name yet, stops literally in its tracks. They kind of the two behind him kind of run into his back, and it's like running into an oak tree. So there's two troglodytes behind him, and he slams on the brakes, and they run into the back of him. But at the same time that's happening, you guys around the corner, and the two in front, they turn to look at Crocchio, but see you guys coming, and they just look completely surprised and dumbfounded, like, what the hell are you guys doing here? They definitely were not expecting to see you. So I'm gonna need your intentions, guys.
I'm gonna put down the lantern right here by the corner. Ready my quarterstaff to
Okay.
bash
Damien,
some heads.
you
Damien is
definitely
gonna.
you definitely sense. I mean, you know, there's been some type of contact in front of you. You can't see what's going on, but you can you know just from the attitude and the reactions of your compatriots. So what are you gonna do, buddy?
Is it you want Damien to tell you?
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna wrap himself up in the cloak and
Mhm.
disappear.
Beautiful. Talissa.
Alyssa will. I want to get like on the corner here, and the south corner there,
Mhm.
and take out my club.
Take out your what? Your club?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that all you're
and
doing? Is
and
just readying
and
your weapon?
yeah, and taunt them. Try
Okay.
to lure them.
Okay. So you're gonna jump out and happy Halloween their ass?
Yeah.
Zadar,
I'm going straight for that dude in front of me.
would you like to charge? I'm gonna bring up like multiple combat mechanics. I believe I did it last time, but we'll learn as we go. I think we talked about this before, but it's been a long week. It's been a long 2 weeks. But I'll bring up stuff for you guys and just to kind of teach us all, you know. But there's a lot of things I read from the Fighter's Handbook that should make martial combat more fun.
Okay. I want to try and just clear a path for this stranger to get by, but the only way I can think is just literally clearing the path.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty tight fit in there. You're not going to be able to, you're going to have to mow down what's in front.
But this guy looks important, and he's right in front of me, so I'm going to take him down.
Okay.
You're gonna
Alright, you
begin
guys.
mowing.
Okay, you guys, go ahead and give me
You want us
initiative.
to? Okay.
Yep. And in fact, I'm going to need an initiative from you too, Horatio, and you can do that with your dex. Or just roll in it. Just roll flat in it. That's one thing that I just thought of too. I should actually, no, I'm not gonna double punish. I was gonna say add that to, you know, to a knit, the armor to a knit, but it's like, I don't know. There's no rule that says that, so. That was a good initiative right there. Okay, Horatio, they've run into your back. Your hands are still behind your back.
Shit. That is a fucking damn good initiative.
Yeah, it's a really good initiative.
Does that mean my dex is higher than Loman's? No.
Mine didn't modify for dex.
No, I mean, because we both got a 3 in it. Usually the higher dex goes first.
Oh.
Yeah, you won't, the modification for initiative, armor doesn't apply to that. It's only to checks, not to initiative.
But the reaction adjustment by Raw is just for surprise, not initiative, generally.
The reaction adjustment for
Dex.
Yes. It's just for surprise, you said?
Yeah. Some people play it, house rule it to initiative as well, but...
Right. There's an option, I believe, in this extension that puts that in, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit much, too crunchy for that. It's kind of, I like to play the initiative a little bit more like kind of element of chance more than just your dex applying to it. Because there's a lot of other things that dexterity, modifies. So anything you'd like special you'd like to do, Hirkashio? Your hands are behind your back. They've run into the back of you. Anything you'd like to do?
Well, but did you get back to me? No, you didn't. About those rolls I made?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, let me just tell you. I didn't get back to you for one reason, but there you go. I just messaged you.
All right, and I only am bound at the hands, correct?
Correct. Rope. And the rope, and I can already say this. I can say this like out loud because it can't be exploited. These guys aren't professional. These guys aren't professionals. You could tell that with time and a little bit of effort, you could break it. The problem is that it's going to be more time than is, it's not something you can do in just a split second during combat. So it's going to take some struggling. If you were left unattended, you could do it.
Oh no, here's what I'm doing. Now that I've stopped and caused some confusion, and there's more confusion, I'm actually going to put my shoulder down, and I'm going to just plow through these two in front of me towards the party ahead, these people that I see ahead of me that look to be human and not subjugated by the evil of what perverse nature that is happening down here.
You're going to try to overrun.
Yep.
Okay. I don't even know how to run that, so I'm gonna wing it right now. Overrun. I'm gonna say that why don't you give me a strength? You can do it out in the open. Okay. Now I need
Oh,
to
fucking day, baby.
Probably lift that little troglodyte up off the air when you start running.
Oh, I'm fucking bowling these motherfuckers.
It's not a little troglodyte. These things
No.
are like 7 feet tall, and they're powerful. So 1 sec.
But he's definitely off balance because he's not expecting what the hell's going on around him.
I'll take that into account.
And if I can knock him down, that fucking little human guy is going with him.
I need to do an opposed roll for him, but in order to do that, I need to give him an actual stat. There's actually rules for that, so that's what you're going to see the modifier for on here. But you won't even be able to see my roll, so it doesn't matter. CNT actually has a. Did he pass it by more than you? That can't be right. So that's strange.
Remember Lowe's?
Oh, I know. No, it's not that. It's because when you use this, it needs to be, the bonus needs to be a negative. When you use the modifier box, it needs to be
Yeah.
I already looked at the code for that, and it's flipped for a reason when you do it with the 1 through 5s, like -1 through 5 and +1 through 5. There's a reason why it does it. I had to fight through that in order to code this, but when you use it from the box, it is the way you would expect it to be. So you want to do a negative when you do it from the box. So that being said, okay. So you actually bowl this guy over in front of you. You don't really steamroll over him, but
No,
when
because I have no
when
space to move.
you don't have any space to move, but you actually wind up steamrolling like into him, and you're basically right here. Now I need you to do another strength check. Okay. And who's this? This is Human Guard. Beautiful. Yeah. So you plow into this troglodyte, which again, he's pretty tall. He's taller than you. Kind of knock him aslant. I'm assuming you have your head down and you're kind of just like footballing through there. But when you get to this guard in the front, you literally you run into him and stop. He looks definitely taken off balance, but this is where you are right now, and he's not. But he hasn't
Momentum
wheeled
is
on
not
you.
on my side.
No, he
So the
hasn't wheeled
trog
on
that I
you.
ran into slowed the momentum that I did not have yet.
Correct.
Yeah.
You tried
All right,
to
cool.
you tried to barrel through these
But
guys.
still, it's enough to cause even more disruption so that these good folks to my west can come in and lay
Correct.
justice down
And
upon the downtrodden.
another thing is that when you did this, the guard in front, the one that you've just run into the back of, he hasn't even wheeled on you yet because he's getting it from both ends right now, and he's standing there like this, and you've hit him like that, and he's kind of gone forward, like lurched forward like that. Go ahead and end your turn.
My bad.
Or you can still choose to yell out something if you'd like. Or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I yell out is necessary in this situation.
Okay.
If they're not intelligent enough to understand what's happening here, then yelling will do nothing to them.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's head back to the room.
Yeah, Loman, is this another killable character? Could he be killable? We're leaning into that area already. Loman.
So I'm setting down my lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we got killable characters and non-killable characters. Okay.
And then
no, that's not how it works.
Moving
Loman.
forward with my quarterstaff ready.
Okay. Are you engaging?
No.
Did you roll?
I rolled flat initiative, so I'm just moving, like putting the lantern down and moving up.
Okay, the lantern is set right here. Actually, I'm going to use the ping because God bless it, Lantern is set right there. Everybody see the ping? I knew they had some.
Oh gosh, yes, we see the ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that.
All right, Loman. What you see is the gigantic, double-chinned, black hair, handsome lad, towering. It looks like he's created quite the ruckus in the hallway. He is surprised. Talissa.
All right. Well.
What a
Can
mess.
Can I move and then delay? Is that possible, or do I have to delay?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I said I was gonna move down here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of wanted to leave a pathway open so the dog.
Did you roll with your club?
Yeah.
You can move down there and hit delay. You'll go at the end of the round.
That's what I'm doing.
You're going to be right here, too.
There's room for you to move in front of me if you want.
What were you trying to do? You wanted to leave the path open for Zidar, that's
Yeah,
what
like
she was
I was
trying to do.
thinking if I was in here that I would be in the way.
It's pretty tight right there. There's kind of a traffic jam, especially considering that somebody has literally like bowling pinned a couple of these guys. So
I'm gonna do
this
it.
isn't like it's a little bit tight in here. You can fit 2 abreast, but it's going to be difficult fighting that way. So you're waiting to see what happens. Is that what I'm getting with your club?
Yep.
Okay, did you hit delay? Perfect.
Yeah.
Surprise. So this guy in front of you, Hercatio and Loman, you can see he kind of wills like this. He kind of turns and looks like, what the fuck just hit me, and then looks back with like this dumb look on his face. Damien.
Hopefully, I'm disappearing into the shadows.
Yes. You can actually, if you want. No, I'm not even going to require a roll for that. You don't need it. No one knows you're there. You're definitely shadow lurking right now. Oops. Well, Zadar.
Sure. I'm going straight for that guy.
Beautiful. Go ahead and move on up to the east side. So you rush into the fray versus the hipster that looks like he just got out of a frickin' farmer's market coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
And he is definitely that hat, man. It's that hat. This is your single attack round.
Chop his organic head off.
Nice.
Nice hit. I was going to say you can try to knock him down, you can try to pin him, you can try to shield bash him, but I don't think you need to do that right now. I think you just you're
kind of take
cleaving.
advantage of his stagger that kind of
I would have given you it, but you've
Stranger.
already hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have given you it for sure, but you already hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, they're definitely, you guys surprised them, which is kind of, you cut deep into them. Go ahead and end your turn. Your next round is your 2 attack round.
I'll be right back.
Yep. This one he's kind of against the wall. You kind of knocked him against the wall, Hercatio, but it looks like he's gaining his composure. Talissa.
Okay, well, Talissa
You
was hoping
can
there'd be
fit
more,
2 abreast. You
more
can
action.
fit. Well, you can fit 2 abreast in here. Remember, these corridors are exactly the corridors where you guys got in your last big fight.
So, could
You
I
could-
go here?
You could pass through me, yes.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and I am going
There's
to.
just what I was saying earlier was there was kind of a mess right here because someone barreled through, so there's kind of bodies blocking.
All right, I'm gonna try to bash in the head of the
Beautiful.
guard here. My club.
I'm actually going to pull up. I actually made that's a miss. I actually made, if you go into notes, I actually made a cheat sheet. If you guys want to just hotkey that and look at it. I don't know how I can't remember how robust I made it. It's is it even fucking in here? I feel like I didn't. No, there's the house rules one. You know what I feel like happened? I feel like I didn't copy the campaign from my laptop because I definitely had all the combat shit in here. That bothers me. I'll have to get that from that's why Hercatio wasn't on there.
Probably. That would make sense.
But I copied it. Like I think maybe what happened was it got deleted. I've been doing so much work on it. I didn't lose too much, but I did make a note called combat. Yeah, that sucks. In any event, I have it. I'll just put it back in there in notes when I have the time. All right, guys, the chaos has ensued. What are we doing?
Same for me.
I'm dropping my backpack and trying to get through with my quarterstaff if I can.
Okay.
I'm turning my back to this wall and I'm going to just start picking at this troglodyte that's next to me.
Nice.
What kind of initiative roll do you want?
Give me a flat initiative with that one. In fact, yeah, just give me a flat initiative. I'm gonna have you do a strength check too.
Ah, back to the good old days of
Yeah, but he's a big guy, you know? It's like, here, so hold one thing.
and hopefully somebody wields a dagger of some sort to cut these binds loose from my.
It doesn't look like these troglodytes have weapons on them, even though they look like they have spears in the pictures. They don't, but definitely the guy up front is wielding a spear. And we'll wait for Tommy to get back.
I'm gonna come around the corner. That's my big move.
Any spells?
I don't think we're gonna need it, so I don't want to use it.
So you're gonna get into view down there, or well, poor choice of words. You're going to creep down with the cloak on and try to stay out of harm's way, but evaluate the situation.
Correct.
Okay.
Be ready to jump in if needed.
Okay, go ahead and give me a flat initiative for that. Well, we'll just wait for Tommy, and then once Tommy, I might have to run to the restroom too. I might need like 3 minutes. I wanted to make a coffee. I didn't get to make one before we started the game, so
Oh, you know what? Let's do that now since Tommy's not back.
yeah, let's do that.
Because I
And
can
then,
I can actually take a leak too, so I don't have to take one later.
right, but before we go, I'm going to do this because it is my turn. Now we'll wait for Tommy. I wanted to do something. I'll be right back, guys. Let's take like 4 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
If anybody's here when Tommy comes back, just tell him we're AFK
I'm back.
for a
I
minute.
literally just heard you.
All right, we're gonna go AFK for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Little jealous.
Ricacio's a dope name, dude.
Yeah, it is cool, huh? He always comes up with cool names and cool characters.
Fucking Sir Ricaccio.
Yeah, he's pretty. I love this coffee, man. It's so good.
What'd you get?
God, just the the one you always have when you come over, just the pods.
I think so.
The one we always make in the morning. It's good.
Caribou?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
that's
stuff.
it.
Wait, you guys have caribou out there?
I think so. Yeah, we get pods.
Caribou coffee,
It's a
not caribou.
Caribou
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah. It's a Minnesota company.
Is it? Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
They're all over the place up here. I didn't know there
Yeah,
were
they're
any more.
fucking good.
Well, it's
dude.
just
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
I
it's
didn't
a
drink it till I
company.
went to your guys' house.
Yep,
Yeah,
caribou
it's really
coffee.
good. You know what I'm gonna do? Like,
That's a Minnesota thing, eh? Look at that.
oh yeah, dude.
Next thing you know, you all gonna be playing hockey.
Yeah.
I like
No
watching
scoot.
hockey.
Lake fishing and playing hockey.
Ice
I like
fishing.
I like watching
Yeah.
hockey. Or I used to like watching hockey. I haven't watched it forever, but it definitely one of my friends when I lived in San Diego was really into it and played it. And he was from Midwest, back east, and oh, I like this 12 precepts.
Precepts? Yeah.
Precepts. This is awesome. You know what
That
I'm
is
gonna
the
do?
code that not Arrowwalk. Ricaccio lives by.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a read of that. Absolutely, we'll take a read of that. Let me try to find one thing before we get going again. I just want this back. Okay, that's gonna be think, man, think. That's gonna be in here. And it's gonna be in there. Vivid the Undying. Here we go. I know some of you already know this, but those who don't, definitely check the forum. I post a lot of PDFs and tidbits and various things in there for free for you guys because I love you. So you can go get things from there for free. I posted Ivid the Undying because I found that was pretty an interesting product from TSR. It was like unreleased. It was released on AOL only, you know, as a digital only Greyhawk module. It actually takes place in the area that I'd like to set our future campaign, which is in the Artie Sundi area.
David must die.
All right, here, I got this, and it's not going to be as clean as I had it, but it'll work. So, called shots. And when I get a better one, we'll have it in game. It'll be really nice. So, I'd also encourage load the Fighter's Handbook module if you don't have it. You know, you can load it as a player, load it up. Definitely would encourage that you guys go and load that.
Spencer's gonna make us get AOL accounts to play his next campaign.
No, I download.
No!
Nice one, Tommy.
That'd be awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, that's weird that it goes like it grays like that. That's here. Let me clean it up a little. I'll make it much better than this, but for now, definitely look at the or load the Fighter's Handbook and then take a look at this when you guys have time. It's not the way that I had it like really nice. What, you can't scroll down? This feels like a bug to me. Oh yeah, there's no more scroll on this. You can't on the notes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at
Wow.
this. Yeah, look. I'm gonna. Oh no, it must have been that's weird. It's the way that I'm pasting it. Something I pasted, it just came out really weird. Oh, I'm gonna try one more thing. Uh, oh, I think I know what happened. Hold on. Edit. I'm gonna put this in Notepad. Yeah. That'll work better. Had some it must have had some strange formatting in there. I already took care of this. That's what pisses me off. But it's good, you know, when we have downtime to have this in there. Thrown, expert disarm, passing by. Also for me, like I look at it like pull and trip, knockdown, sapping, shield punch, shield rush. They're actually like I was surprised how good they're written too. Like I always thought they might have been kind of not well thought out. They are well thought out. In fact, I like a lot of these better than the C&T versions. I do not like the hit location system though. We were not going to be using that. It even tells you in the book, it's like, don't use this. But for those, it's like, some of you still want this, are gluttons for punishment. So here it is, but don't use it. Like it literally says that in the book. It's hilarious. It's less like, but some of you are just not going to take no for an answer. So here it is. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, it's not formatted that great, but it is what it is, and it's in the notes under, let's just call it combat maneuvers. Yeah, and I'll go clean it up later, but it's in there. Combat maneuvers, public.
Share it.
Yep, gonna do that right now.
Oh no.
There you
I
go.
forgot my tea. I'll be right back.
Go grab it, man. Take your time. We're having a relaxing game tonight. It's a chill game. It's been a fucking brutal week, so no stress. How's that thing working out with your shithead neighbor, Dwayne?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing the pool rentals until, well, indefinitely until I see if I can figure something out, because I can't risk the fines. Because then
Could I interest you in a shovel and a bag of lye, and
don't
possibly a 32 caliber?
don't
Just
tempt me,
kidding.
don't tempt me.
Yeah,
But what I
22, the temple works much better. And it's
22.
quieter.
Yeah, because it bounces around in the brain case. That's
Yeah.
the assassin's one, right?
I mean, you want some stopping power. Let's be real.
Stopping power is is more fun, I would think. You know, I mean, nothing's more satisfying than a shoddy. You know, like just watching the chest explode. Beautiful, beautiful.
But I'm gonna just ramp up the mushrooms to make up for the
I might
the
have to order a
shortfall.
bag of those from you because when I saw the mushroom mix bag that you made, that looked beautiful, man. So let me know how I can get my hand on one of them. I'll buy some from you. We like
Well,
mushrooms, so.
well, what I'm doing now is I'm getting into dehydrating them and
Mm-hmm.
also making tinctures. So
Yeah.
those like have a better shelf life than the fresh, of course.
Right.
And so I'm just, well, see, if the swimming's not coming here, then they're going to move out of that space, and then I have a bunch of space. I can scale up the
You can
mushrooms.
scale up the production. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also I'm going to make the suite, get it certified as a commercial kitchen, so then I can prep stuff and and then sell
That's
it.
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
so
That
yeah, so I try to make lemonade out of the lemon. So
that's yeah, man. I mean, dude, I try to people please everybody all the time, and then overextend myself, and then and then I get let down when I run into assholes, But it just you just got to flip it around, man.
yeah, so I'm pivoting. So because
Pivot on the negative.
it was kind of hampering me having them around all the time, like in doing the mushroom stuff. So this kind of solves
Yeah,
that problem.
and
So
solves that problem too. So it's
yeah,
a double, yeah. So more positive.
yeah,
Um, well, that's good to hear, man. Yeah, let me know. I'd like to order some of those. That I really liked that image you shared that one time. Those are beautiful, man. They're like pink mushroom and
yeah. I've got an Instagram account. People are like love they like the
no, it was
mushroom
awesome.
because I'm not a photographer or anything, but the mushrooms just look good. It's like I can't
They
mess up
do.
taking
I
pictures of
wanted
them.
to cook. I
So
wanted to cook like immediately when I looked at them. I
yeah,
wanted to cook with them. They're really good. Post some of those after the game in there, and so everybody can see it.
I'll just put
Tommy,
throw my
yeah,
Instagram account up in the Discord, and then you guys
yeah,
can
throw
check
it
it
up
out.
there,
Yeah.
dude. I'll go. Yeah. All right, getting back to the game here. Tommy, what would you like to do? Let me I mean, you could just do your basic attack, but also you just describe anything that you would like to do. Like, hey, I want to try to grab him by the throat and, or punch him in the face and hold this guy here or pin his weapon. Anything that you can think of, you are not limited. So just let me know. Or you can just say I'm just firing away. Whatever you would like. Is Tommy even back? I don't know if he's back.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
sorry, I haven't.
it's fine, dude.
Is it?
It's initiative. You just need to state your intention and roll your
Yeah,
initiative
just continuing wailing on this.
on this
Freak.
farmer's market guy. Okay.
Yeah.
2 attack. Ooh, look at that initiative, man. That's fucking beautiful. Wow. Don't get better than that. This is your 2 attack round. Okay, guys. Immediately. In fact, it's gonna be everybody here. Yep. Everybody. Yep, except our good friend
Sorry,
up
I
in
was
the hallway.
muted.
Oh, you're
So
good,
you
man.
can so you can actually move your token, and now there's an X on it to just cancel the move. That is so much nicer than having to right click and frickin' cancel move.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
God, I hated that. Yeah.
Oh, that is
So,
great that they did
yeah,
that.
there's a lot of really nice things with this patch that I really liked. It was a complicated patch. I know they had a lot of issues, but they're really nice
Still
people,
having
man.
issues,
Yeah,
but yeah.
they're nice people though, dude. They take it in stride, man. You got a lot of there's a lot of social retards in this hobby. I've come to notice, and
Yeah.
just assholes, dude. Like straight up fucking miserable assholes. But and they're on there like bitching at all the Smiteworks guys, and it's like, dude, and I honestly I couldn't like some of the shit that I read in there. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I would have gone off on on some of these people. But okay, what do we got here? Smell a horrible putrid stench that you are actually kind of growing accustomed to. Talissa, you kind of hold back the vomit, but Zadar, you definitely feel nauseous. Loman, Hercatio. Well, Hercatio, you've been traveling with these things, so the stink has
Yeah, I was gonna say
kind of,
if it would have
well,
hit me, it would have been a long time ago.
well, it's not actually, they only secrete the oil when they're threatened or like they're in combat. It's like
Yeah.
a defense mechanism. So, but still, you passed your save. You're good. The only one that feels sick is Zadar. Zadar, you just something about this stench just gets to you because every single time that you run into this, you've been affected by this. So let's see what happens here. Looks like you got a -2, which isn't that bad. I mean, it could have been -6. Yep, -2. All right, so this thing secretes that. It wills on Hercatio and tries to swipe and bite at Hercatio. I know you're already kind of backed up against that wall.
Yep.
I'm gonna adjust you a little bit just so I can click on this easier. There we go. That's kind of more the situation. In fact,
Yeah.
it's like this. It would have adjusted itself by now anyways. So he's gonna swing at you. Oops, I got 2 targets. Who did I hit? Hercatio was hit. Doesn't matter. Clear targets. And I'm
Is it
actually being
applying my
nice.
aura? I'm curious. Just
Aura, you're gonna have to remind me of your aura. What is your aura?
I have an aura of where I get a bonus to AC against evil creatures, and
I'll
my
have to
saves
make.
are +2. And
Okay.
anybody in this aura gets that as well.
All right. Well, I'm definitely. Are you You're paladin.
It is
Okay.
actually applied.
Okay.
It looks like it's in my effects.
Yeah.
So paladins. Okay, this is actually a good question. So the paladin protection from evil is automatic. You don't have to write
Yep.
the aura for it.
No.
That's not what I remember calling, because I've talked to George and a couple of people about this, and they wanted it to where it was evil gets a. I'll be damned, it is in there, and that's part of the. You didn't make that effect?
Nope.
It's interesting. And isn't there 2 parts to that? One limitation that I've noticed, I wanted to talk to Mike about it, was with auras, you can't have. I don't even know if he's aware of this, but you can't have 2 auras on a single creature. So the thing that George was trying to do was he was trying to have the if the alignment is evil, the AC is boosted, and everybody within that area of effect is boosted.
Yeah,
But
this isn't
also
going to apply to everybody else because that's not coded for that. It only is applying to self.
Yeah, and also the aura.
You'd have to
Yes.
apply that to the other people that would be within the aura.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The aura, it would be aura,
Yeah.
10, friend, whatever the if alignment
Yep.
is evil AC. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was asking you, if the actual aura
Oh, no.
was
No,
coded.
sorry. I
Okay.
misunderstood.
That's all right.
My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. All right. So I'll have to make that for you. But it's good that you brought it up because I need to make it for you. But there's a limitation with the aura, and I think it's specifically with paladins, is they need 2 parts to the aura. The first part is it like boosts up. You'll have to remind me. Let's just say that it boosts up the attacks for everybody, right?
Well, I think it saves. It's AC and saves, isn't it?
Whatever it is, but it
Yeah.
requires that you make 2 auras. It won't work.
Yeah.
Only one aura will work. That's my point. So you have to actually have like a dummy token or put it on somebody else when you get into combat. I don't know how I'll figure it out, but the George and a couple other people ran into this, and then I looked at it, and I came to the conclusion that you can't have 2 separate auras on a single actor. It's only going to use one of them, probably the one farthest down.
See, the whole thing is with the aura, it's the way it's supposed to work is that it gives any enemy, any evil creature around me takes a -1 penalty to its attack roll.
Yeah, and then everybody around you that's a friend gets something, correct? Right?
No.
All
It
right,
just
I'll look
makes
at it.
evil. It makes enemies within a 10-foot radius, anything evil within 10-foot radius takes a -1 to their attack roll.
Okay. There's nothing else to it.
Regardless of whom they attack.
Okay, there's nothing else to it.
Isn't there a save bonus too?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's a paladin save, yes, but that's not the aura of protection.
Oh, okay.
But that's a separate aura, though. It's like anybody. They also get your friends get a save bonus, and your enemies get an attack penalty.
No.
Well, we'll look at it. I know.
Paladins get a +2 to all saving throws.
Oh, so
Got
the
it.
save is
Themselves.
separate than the aura.
The save is a whole separate feature for the
Okay.
paladin.
Let's look at it later, Scoot. We'll code it in there. It won't be hard.
That's already coded. The one thing that needs to be coded is if the alignment, if to place an aura within 10-foot radius for anything in there to take a -1 to their attack roll.
Got it.
Currently, the way it's coded is I get a +1 to my AC, but
Yeah, because
you
it
need
says
the
self.
in actual practice, these creatures around us attacking will take a -1 to their attacks against these other folks
I
if
could
they're
do it.
evil.
Right. I could actually. I honestly, I think I have the effect. Let's try it. I think I wrote it. So
I
give
think-
me a
That'd be
moment.
I think
I
back
think I've
in
already written
classic
it.
auras worked. Like it seems straightforward.
Well, they work in 2E, but the documentation form is wrong.
Okay.
It's they work. I've got it to work. I've brought it up numerous times. It works. Mike wrote it good. It's just the docs are backwards. You have
Oh.
to I always, and I'm gonna forget right now off the top of my head, but I think you have to flip the color.
Aura
And
10 Cayenne.
You have to flip the color
Here it is.
and the alignment. You have to flip the color and the alignment. So here it is right here, Aura 10.
There it is.
Got-
I just dropped it on Hercatio.
The one I made?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm just.
So
just
anything
gonna put on there.
red. Well, that's Aura 15.
It says Aura 10 here.
You got an Aura 10, but there's one in here called Aura 15 red foe : attack -1, which would be the correct one.
It's -10. I don't see the one you're looking at. Like in my effects, I have one that I was testing, and it says Aura 10 red foe if alignment evil attack -10. So it's gonna be negative
I don't
ones.
see that one in the list of auras that you have in the aura thing. I'm looking at it right now. All I see is the Aura 10 Cayenne and then Aura 15 red foe attack -1.
That's completely bizarre, dude, because that is not in there. It must be like some local cached thing. I could show you. Yeah, that's not what I have. I have the 10
So
Cayenne.
if you want to remove that one that I put on me,
yeah, just make
with
sure
15
that
red.
just make sure it's a -1, not -10. I had -10 because I was having a hard time actually seeing.
But I can't remove effects
I'll do
from
it.
my.
I'll do it.
Oh yes, I can. I applied it to myself. There we go. Oh wait, I can actually edit that. Oh.
Which is kind of weird. I don't remember being able to do that as a player.
I
Is that
can't
new?
edit it.
I'll do
depends.
I can't edit it.
It's fine. Is it 10 feet? That's all I want to know. And we'll get.
Yes.
It's 10 feet.
Okay. There you go. 10 red foe attack -1. But it needs to be if evil. So
Correct. So
needs to be
it's if T :
I got it.
Yeah, you can just see it right above.
I think it's a setting you can actually set that people can edit effects in the options.
That's interesting. I don't
And then
ever.
you probably
I'm not
want
a
to get
player.
rid of that. Get rid of
Not
the color box because that's like obtrusive.
Well, I don't want to really tech it out right now, but so here, I guess transparent maybe. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know how to do. I'm gonna have to do like.
What if
Just
you
get
do
rid of-
no color? What does it do?
I don't know if that'll
Okay,
work,
good.
dude. It needs to be because if it's not a recognizable color, it'll just go to orange. I need the hex. I need the hexadecimal for transparent. Hold on.
I need you guys to go work for Change Healthcare and fix their shit.
No, thank you.
I should know this. I use this like all the time, but
Coming
I
up on a
just-
month.
I'm gonna fuck with this later because I don't want to derail this anymore. So let's just do this.
Think about that using my inventory software at work. I'm like, damn, Wish some
The
of
what?
you guys worked over there. It's like just inventory management and like
Uh-huh.
just poorly coded sections that you get into, and it's just like, how does this happen?
Right. So you get +2 to all saves. You get an aura that if you're around or evil, your AC is 1.
Well, they do -1 to their attack roll. They're
Okay,
they're
so
impeded because of the aura.
okay, so get rid of that first one. That's what I'm asking you. You have 3
I can't
effects.
get rid of the first one.
That's what I'm saying. I need to get rid of the first one, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're good. And I'll change if someone goes and looks up a hexadecimal transparent,
I'm looking
I'll
for
I
the
just don't
color
want to
thing for you.
I don't want to tech out anymore on this.
I'm
Where
enjoying
was
myself.
I? Where was I? You got clipped. Okay. Okay, so this guy is gonna rush in and try to restrain. God, look at that target reticule. Why is it all? Are you targeting yourself right now, Scoot?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. That
Mm.
new white one is when the character targets itself. I figured that out the other day.
Huh.
He's gonna bite. Yeah, so if you're wondering why sometimes the reticules are
It
different,
should
it's when you target the token itself. Like, so if you have your token selected and you target yourself, it'll be that big white target.
Spencer, it
Biting.
should be that if it's if you don't put a color in there, there shouldn't be a.
I don't know, man. I don't want to screw with it anymore right now. I could try, but Zadar, you are up.
Double attack round, yeah.
Double attack round. Yep.
Guy's fucked. Going to swing furiously.
You might be able to steal his hat.
Yeah, with my sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is why it's annoying. There we go.
Delay.
Delay, correct. Swing and a miss. It's tight in here. Talissa. Laura Bell. Are you muted, baby?
To Laura.
To Laura. Bueller. I wonder if she had to run somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Laura? That's not like her. I'll be right back.
I'll check on her for sure.
Yeah, Scoot. So as a customer, 30 days, absolutely no contact from Change Healthcare. I haven't
Oh my
even
God.
gotten an email from them.
Wow.
She fell asleep.
I'm so sorry. Hello?
Laura fell asleep.
Are you
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we bored her to death.
Good
It's
morning.
hilarious. Good morning, sunshine.
Hope you have a good day at
morning,
work today.
starshine.
Isn't it 8 o'clock there?
The Earth says
yeah.
hello. Yeah, she just gets
It's
tired.
like 8.
get tired really.
It's a long day for her.
I
Stop
actually-
taking out in front of
I
the
actually
girls.
take a
You're
nap
very-
before this game. So I can stay up late.
She got home. She literally got home like 5 minutes before we got to play. I hate when that happens, but yeah. So
Right.
guys, if you go to do the aura, just remember, man, you have to
I want
flip
to see something.
the documentation is wrong. You have to flip the here. I'm just gonna post the link because I've brought this up at least like 5 times, and that the docs are wrong, but they just don't. It doesn't get changed. So I'm just gonna do this. That's why people don't use it, because they think it's working because the default color is orange. Yeah, I'll give it to you guys later, but you have to flip one of them. I always forget. It's the alignment and the color you need to flip, or one of them, but you know. Okay, Talissa.
It's my turn, huh?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm swinging my club
Mm-hmm.
at this guy again.
That is a miss. Swing and a miss. You almost hit Zidar in the face when you did that. Go ahead and on your turn. Damien, you are moving into play. You can hear the clank of metal and the groaning and the grunting of combat that you're growing all too familiar with with this lot. And you could
Yep.
see a hectic situation.
And if
to
I
these.
shot a sling bullet, I would be,
Right into combat.
yeah. So
Well,
better
I mean,
sit
you
tight.
could shoot, at some of these guys that are engaged in melee. Like
Could I
you
shoot
could
at this
still
guy on the way back?
I'll let
So
you
I'll
do
do
that.
that next turn.
I'll let
You will.
I'll let you get your
Okay.
sling out and do that, but delay. Just hit delay.
I ended already.
Okay, here.
You can still do. You can still
go ahead
hit
and hit
delay.
delay. Hirkashio, could you give me? You mentioned that you were backed up against the wall and kicking at this guy.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength. You can do it in the open.
So should I have 6 wounds out of curiosity?
Yeah, I bit the shit out of you and
Okay.
clawed you. Yeah, but we were
I'm
talking
just
about.
asking.
Yeah,
You're so tough, you didn't even notice it.
yeah. Well, we were. We were tech talking, and I got sidetracked. Yeah.
Yep, big time.
There was a couple. You actually
So-
managed to kick this thing and bounce it back. You kick it, and it hits the wall, and then comes lunging forward at you again. But you're able to fend it off.
And as I'm doing that, I'm yelling out, "Take care to not kill the human. Make him unconscious if you can, for he is not himself."
Nice. In fact. Okay. That's what is known as a sap, guys. So if someone wants to attempt that, they can. This guy rushes in to help his
Did that do any
compatriots.
damage to the creature? My
No.
kick?
No. You just fended him
Aw.
off. You fended him off. No, that's not going to hurt him. This guy rushes in. He is not going to attack. Clear targets.
Oh, and I also yell out, "If someone can unbind my ropes from my arms, that would be helpful. Please."
Well, I don't think you're going to be able to say it as eloquent as that in the situation, but you definitely could get the point across. Zidar, this guy, he's gonna swing with his spear, or a thrust, I should say, with his spear right back at you.
Oh, they have spears? Okay.
Just the human.
Oh, the human.
Just the human. Correct.
Damn it.
Missing, but it actually careens off your banded mail and comes up near your neck and misses Loman.
Okay, can I squeeze past Talissa in between her and the captive?
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. You can do it in the open.
Okay.
Kind of chaotic right there, but we'll see what happens.
Oh man, where's my vape juice?
You are able to sneak right. So you basically tuck and roll beneath her legs and get right there. Anything else?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
let you
Does
know
he
gonna.
if you
even
can
have
do
to
it or
tuck
not.
and roll?
He's tucks and rolls.
I want to
Has to.
club the human. I'll try and knock him out.
Well, so your staff. How long is your staff, by the way?
It's about 4 feet.
Okay. Did we adjust the damage on that? I know we were going to do that at
No,
one
we
point.
haven't. I
Were we
can.
going?
Yeah, we're gonna do it to a D4.
I'll
I can.
I'll do. Okay. You can change it. Go
Yeah.
ahead and change that. Also, I'm just gonna give it to you this time. Tell me something creative about how you've rolled into there and were able to hold on to your staff and do all that.
Well, I was using my staff to roll, so I pivoted, used the staff to roll, and then slid it up along the wall while I tumbled past Talissa.
Wow, that's some like acrobatics right there. Okay, fair enough. You can go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Give you an attack with that. You got you don't have any tactical advantage there as far as modifiers, but you definitely
I'm trying to do it as non-lethal to like just knock him out.
you're trying to sap him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
and this is against the human.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you definitely crank him across the head. And I will keep in mind the set you're trying to non-lethal combat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Zadar. I don't think Zadar is listening to you. I don't think Zadar's too happy with Farmer's Market guy in front.
Well, it was a
paladin that made
the suggestion. So.
I'm gonna
Zadar,
attempt to turn my sword flat
look at this
and
guy.
knock him over the head, like, and
You
try
just
to knock him unconscious.
you
that
just
way.
got you just got some experience points for that.
Well,
That's
I
exactly
let
what
me, like,
literally
land the blow first.
just
Right.
the fact that you suggested it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna like comprehend what he said, and
Yeah, and that's exactly how it describes it in the rule book is you're utilizing it in a manner. In fact, somebody rule
I
check
don't see
me.
how that wouldn't do damage at least on the slight
Well,
end.
you have to with blunt or with a sword, you're using it in a manner that it's not meant to be used. And I know,
Non-lethal, but
yeah,
still damaging.
exactly.
to some
And I
extent.
just read this goddamn rule and I can't remember what it is. I think you get a penalty to your attack roll if I'm not mistaken.
-2, I think.
I think it's a
If I remember
-2.
correctly, it's -2.
Yeah. Let's just
It
go
might be
with that.
wrong.
Hold on. I got it right here. Just give me a second. I'm moving slow tonight, but fuck it. Here we go. Attacking without killing.
Yeah, after lacerating him, I want to be nice now.
-2 to hit. Go ahead, -2 to hit on that.
Okay.
Almost like a called shot.
Oh, nothing would have helped that one.
So so in trying to wield your weapon in a manner that it's definitely you're wielding it in a clumsy manner.
Never
You
done
have
in
to.
my life.
You've never knocked anybody out apparently. You swing over the head and you almost smack Talissa in the head. Talissa, the sword comes flying at you. What do you do?
I duck.
You ducked out of the way?
Yeah.
I
Smile.
think that would be very good. Okay, and your turn.
Sounds about in line with my intelligence.
It
What is your
worked out.
intelligence?
Worked out. Yeah, what is your intelligence?
Low.
Not
Lower
saying
than
how
an
low.
11?
It's 9. Wisdom and intelligence. That's why I was kind of role playing, just
Gotcha.
him just being pretty lame.
I love it. Oh, hold on one second here, guys. I'm just reading one thing. Yeah, that one I like. I'm gonna look this up later. I know it, and
And that's considered a sap. What I just attempted.
what you were trying to do, yeah. Yeah, sapping, it's actually, and in fact, if we're using the fighter's handbook, I think, here, I have it right here, let me look it up. Oh, to sap is that, and this wouldn't have mattered, but it's hitting over the head to knock out. You must announce it up front, and it's literally a called shot at -8 to hit. That's right. It's a -8 to hit,
Oh my
and
god.
it's a
Yikes.
call. Yeah, because you're trying, but if you hit, you manage to knock them out. If I think there's a percentile roll too. Let me look it up. So it's -8 to hit. This
Let's
is why
make it harder.
this combat sheet. Yeah, it's quite a feat to do it. But can be very powerful, right? So it's gonna be sap is right here. Here we go. It's a 5. Okay, so it's a 5% chance to knock out per point of damage to a maximum of 40%. There you go. So for each point of damage you do, like if you rolled, say you rolled 8 points of damage, that would be 40%. It can't be above 40%. So you call it out up front. It's a double called shot. That's what I call a double called shot. It's a -8.
Rate to hit and a 40% max percentile.
Right. And then you have to, and then another thing with called shots, they're always a +1 to initiative. So called shots are a huge part of this book, which is pretty cool. So you always add a 1 to your initiative. You have to, most of them you have to call up front. Most are -4, but this is like a double called shot. It's a -8. And again, 8 points of damage is like the most, which would make it at max, 40% to knock it out, knock somebody out. But you missed anyways. So, but it's a,
On my fucking critical fail.
you missed on your critical. Well, you almost decapped your partner too. So,
Yeah. Hi, Talissa.
Damien, you're swinging away with your
Well,
fling.
so if I shoot at this guy,
Mm-hmm.
what are my odds?
I'll let you take us to a swing at that without any horse shit. Just go ahead and roll. There's like 3 troglodytes right there, and
Bound to
caution.
hit one of them.
Yep, it's a miss.
And real quick, that was my second attack for this round, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. This will be your single attack round. So it's easy to remember now because we started on you started attacking on an odd round 1. So every even round you'll get 2 attacks. Unless you do something in one of the rounds that fucks that up, like don't attack. So just announce your intentions, guys.
Quarterstaff.
I'm continuing to boot these motherfuckers relentlessly.
Okay.
Or run
I don't have
through
much
to
other
me.
options.
Yeah, can you run through to me?
I will not retreat from battle.
No, it's so I can enter your hand.
Damn.
We got like tally marks for you guys.
I've got the little guy standing here next to me. Perhaps he has a dagger to cut these spines loose.
All right. So in the order, Damien, what are you doing? You're taking a pot shot.
Yep, rinse and repeat.
Okay, Loman, what are you doing?
I guess I could pull out a dagger and try and cut the bindings on
binds?
our friend there.
Hercacio's yelling out commands and trying to fend off and shouting order to cut
Somebody-
the bindings.
Cut my damn hands free.
Talissa.
Please.
We're doing initiative.
Ah.
And Loman, you're doing the dagger thing.
Yes.
What I heard. Okay. Roused from deep sleep.
Oh my god.
I will just try my club. Oh wait, we don't want to kill this guy. Shit.
Yeah.
Can I
Bummer,
use
huh?
my sling and?
You can try to sap him and non-lethal, and try to knock him out. I'm not going to. If you want to do that, I'll tell you how to do it. If you want to try to knock him out, you want to try that? Okay. So click a +1 on you when you roll your initiative. Add +1 to your initiative. Okay. The end of the line. Zadar. You know which one I like too, you guys? It's a combat wise. I like the pin. You guys should read about pin and trip. Those are good. The pin is cool. It's like locking up their weapon arm, but you lock up your arm too in doing that. But it's like you can definitely. Sorry, Tom. Can you? No, you can't get past him. No.
This guy.
Take your time. I'm not in a hurry.
I mean, I guess I can try to knock him out again.
Okay. Go ahead and when you roll your initiative, roll at a +1. So just at the bottom left, you see a little 1 through 5. Just click the +1 and then roll with your weapon speed.
Sitting here overhand hitting this guy over and over again.
Trying to sap him over the head. Crack him over the head with your hilt. Nice. Crank that dude over the head.
Sorry, 1 sec.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
God, you guys, it's funny. Both of you want to sap, and both of you are went to the back of the bus. Okay, let's set everybody.
Even behind me? Holy shit!
Yeah,
yeah, we both
of them.
They're both behind you.
So
what the hell?
I should actually be giving you a penalty because your hands are behind your back, but I'm not going to in this case. I'm gonna try to bite the shit out of you. Missing spectacularly. You actually, when he went to bite you right there, you actually kicked him in the face. But the claw hits. In fact, both claws hit.
Damn, dude.
Raking Ricaccio across the chest as he's fighting desperately against the corner.
Well, let me start re-rolling another character.
No, dude. God. Seem to bite you, and jaws are coming at you from all directions and claws.
So is it giving them a -1? I'm curious if that aura thing works. To their attack rolls.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter in this case, but
I know. I'm just curious if it is.
Well, did you take it off? Because I don't see the. Here, it should be working. Oh, I know why it's not working, dude. It
was set to a round limit.
Yeah. Well, also, I think it needs to be if, not if T. Right?
If T is target.
Or if target, maybe? I don't know. So here, let's put it back on there.
So I have, I wrote one on my abilities tab, which should have it without the thing.
Okay.
No, I can't apply it to myself though. I don't know what the hell. Is this got to be when I'm dragged on the combat tracker that it
You are on the combat
applies?
tractor.
No, when when you're put on the combat tracker, it applies the advanced effects that are
Yeah,
listed.
yeah, but regardless, I can add it for you. So this is in your abilities tab, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Advanced effects, abilities
yeah,
tab, correct.
I'll get it. I'll get it for you.
God, I don't like being a player in fantasy grounds. Don't have any control over anything. Fucking sucks. I feel like I feel like I'm in a jail here.
This house
I'm
is
a
a
power
fucking
user,
prison.
damn it.
So yeah, but the paladin aura thing should be not on there, right? In advanced effects, just the aura should be there. Isn't that
The
double
aura
enough?
protection, I wrote that in just like 15 minutes ago. So
Yeah,
don't
but
put the paladin aura on him.
right. But what I'm saying is, shouldn't that be deleted?
I don't want to delete it yet.
Well, when I drop you the next time, it's going to add that. So there you go. Now this should work.
Make an attack roll against. I'm just curious.
No.
Yeah, so then that thing is it.
I know it works because I've done it, so we'll have to play with it
So
later.
we're coding it wrong.
I'll make it. Did you just write that one yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll figure it out later for you. I'll just make sure that I just do it manually right now. I know it works
Okay.
because I've done it many times,
Yeah.
but all right, Loman, you're up. I'm just losing my place when I'm messing with that. You're up, Loman.
Okay, what do I need to do to cut the
You need
ropes
to give me
binding
a
his hands?
you need to give me a dex. You need to give me a dex at a -2.
Okay.
In fact, you need to give me a dex at a -4.
Okay.
You got troglodytes all rushing all around you, and
Just made it.
yeah. So you're getting the thing. You definitely managed to free his hands right at the last second. Next round, you'll be able to act. Go ahead and end your turn,
Okay.
Damien.
Thank you, dear friend.
Woohoo!
Most
You
welcome.
better get out of the way of those troglodytes. They're definitely not happy.
And I'll also hand him the dagger if he needs a weapon.
Damien coming
Yes.
out of the woodwork with a sling bullet. It flies true across the field, across the playing field. Go ahead and roll that damage. And just you see it hit the thing in the side of the you see it hit it in the
Nice.
side of the head.
Nice.
It's kind of facing Hercatio. You don't know his name yet, but when it gets pinged in the side of the head, it actually turns its head in your direction.
He jumps up and down, tapping his toes. I did something.
You are definitely visible now, by the way.
Uh-huh.
When you make an attack with that cloak, you are 100% visible.
Sure.
This thing, after being rinked in the head, takes another swing at Hercatio at a -1.
There's a little blood on his portrait that wasn't there earlier.
Missing. I want to try something here. Sometimes this does it. Test roll. No, there's something wrong here. It's a miss. Being raked out all in all directions. Hercatio, it is your turn.
All right. So Loman gives me this dagger. Am I going to be able to attack with it?
I don't see why not. I mean, but you're not proficient in dagger, are you?
No.
I'll
Okay,
throw it
so
in
But-
the inventory here.
throw it in the
I already
inventory.
got one in there.
Well, this one's a magic dagger, actually.
Oh. Oh.
Dang. We like you.
You already had a dagger?
I just grabbed one so he didn't have to move anything from his character sheet, but I'm gonna remove it because I didn't know it was a magic one.
Okay.
That was the glowing one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's in the party sheet now. Yeah, you
Yep.
got it.
I got it. Does Hirkashio sense anything off about this dagger?
No. I mean,
Okay.
you have a split second to. You haven't even really observed it, right? He literally cut your
Yeah.
binds and handed it to you. You haven't had time to really examine or feel anything
All
in the heat of
right,
battle.
here we go, baby.
Yeah, your thoughts are on the claws coming in at you in all directions.
And as I'm like trying to get this dagger just right in my hand, I'm like swinging at this thing.
Why is it at a
And not
+1? Shouldn't you have at least some type of
because
penalty
I've
for
got a
that?
fucking strength of fucking gives me a +2 to hit.
I see it. And it's a +1.
Yeah.
The
So
dagger's
you're
+1,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to
But
swing with my other hand at him as well.
okay.
Beat you.
So how do you want me to roll for that?
What are you trying to do? You trying to punch at him?
I'm gonna punch at him with my left arm, my left hand, because I'm
Okay.
ambidextrous.
Okay, well, why don't you just give me a regular Thaco for that? I know you're ambidextrous. I just didn't know how multi-attacks works in that, but that's a hit. You connect. Go ahead and roll one die. Are you wearing? You're not wearing any type of cestus or any type of glove, are you?
I have no fighting gloves.
Okay,
No.
then you just need to roll a die 2.
Perfect. /roll 2. Yeah. Still it's something.
Punch him in the face, and he
This one's
definitely
going straight for his snout. Right in the fucking nose.
He hit him in the neck. He hit him in the
Oh,
neck.
come on,
He
boss.
he moved out of the way. Go ahead and end your turn.
What a jerk.
He bobbed and slithered.
Well, it's kind of it's in motion. Everything's in motion here.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you next time. All right, so human guard.
You guys heard that.
Human guard is going to thrust that spear in your direction. Zidar. Oh, sorry, that's ammo.
1
That
point
hit?
of damage.
Well, yeah, and it's also like as far as like doing that, I don't know how that works. Like as far as multi attacks go, like even
Wait, now
attacking.
shouldn't I get my damage bonus to that too? Because that's a
Uh,
+3 to damage.
yeah,
'cause of my
but this is
strength.
what I want to look this up, man. I mean, you're basically making 2 attacks. Can you attack 2 times? You're
With
making 2.
ambidextrous, yeah. So
Uh,
ambidextry.
That just means you can use a weapon equally good in either hand. It doesn't give you an extra
If he
attack.
does so, he'll be able to fight normally with both hands and will be equally adapted to non-combat tasks with both hands. Oh,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
Yeah, you don't get another attack.
It only works with shield. It only works with my shield.
You could
I made a
shield
mistake.
bash. You could shield bash with your offhand, in which case it runs exactly the same way that I just did it. But that's why I was like a little
Well,
questionable.
yeah, the
about
weapon and shield style, yeah, it would have been.
it. Right.
Yeah, because
Well-
I'm ambidextrous, I don't suffer a penalty to attack. And
No.
I can
just
hit
means-
with the sword and bash with the shield.
I'll have to look at that a little bit later, but yeah, I know that you shouldn't be getting multi attacks from it. It just means that you can use weapon equally well or shield equally well in either hand. So if you
Well,
lose,
because I took shield and weapon and shield style, which you'll have to look up. So we'll do that later. We don't need to waste more time talking about that.
yeah, that's cool. All right, Zadar, you are up. You trying to sap his ass again?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do
I
that
guess
at a
I'm
negative.
pretty committed
You,
to that. Negative
you could
8.
you could if you want to drop him, you can change your mind on that at the
I
last minute.
I turned my sword back from blunt to fucking to red.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go for it. Roll an attack. That's a critical.
Yeah,
You have
Zadar looks like he's over it.
you've decapitated this guy.
Oh,
Go
Okay.
ahead and roll damage.
no!
You've decapitated him. His hat, so the head and that hat, he had 1 hit point left. So the head and the hat, go ahead and roll damage against him. I just want to see how far in the red it goes. Yeah,
Oh,
so
jeez.
the hat and the head, the hat is still on the head, and you fully decapitate it, and it goes flying towards Talissa and hits Talissa in the chest.
Aw.
Talissa,
So much for not killing him.
I think
Didn't he
Zadar had
say he
enough.
was trying non-lethal damage on him?
Not
We don't
this
have
time.
time for this.
He changed his mind.
He changed his
Oh, he
mind.
changed his mind.
Yeah,
We don't
He's
have
tired of
time.
that damn slapping maneuver.
We don't have the
he
time
changed
or
it.
the health pools.
Yeah, he changed his mind at the last minute, and he can totally do that. All right, Talissa,
That's great.
you got a
Beheaded the
head.
guy.
There's the head hit her in the chest, and it's still got that hat. And I'm sure one of you guys got to collect that hat later.
Well, he won't be recovering.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I think it's well past the point of recovery. Laura,
No, that was her Kashio saying that to the players.
okay. Laura, I'm just gonna pick her up for her because she just can't stay awake tonight.
That's
It's all
awesome.
good. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. So she is going to, after the head hits her, she is going to actually back up out of harm's way and has a disgusted look on her face. And when she does, well, the head hits her in the chest. It falls to the floor by Loman, and she just backs up, and it's like this, like just
Nasty.
disgusted by like the freaking head. And that's the top of the third round. Go ahead and give me your intentions and initiatives, guys.
Hey,
Let's
quarterstaff
just
for
start.
me.
Okay. Damien.
I'm gonna still pepper the same guy.
Okay.
Stepping
Casio.
forward.
Beautiful. You're engaging with longsword. This is going to be your 2-attack round. Alyssa is going to just give a flat initiative right now in case something shitty happens. She'll just deal with it at then. And it looks like she is up. She is going to delay.
What of my equipment do I have, Spencer?
I'll have to look at it later, man. I didn't have time to. I would say that they're carrying your equipment. If
Okay.
you had a lot of that on, I would say that they would gathered it up. They wouldn't have left it.
Perfect.
But you're going to be wearing the suit of armor. That's pretty much it. Okay, delay. Zadar, you are up.
Cool. This is like a negative to attack, uneven ground type thing if I move forward.
Yeah, it's going to be at a -2 to attack. Correct.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay. Go ahead and move it on up. Beautiful.
Oops.
It's all right. Looks like you got.
Whichever one was first, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the roll here. It did.
I just double clicked. I don't know why it did a Thaco thing.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? But you still hit. So just clear your. Oh, you just okay. You didn't have 2 targets. That is weird though. I don't understand the second roll. Oh, because you rolled a 1 for the second one. Okay, it was a fumble. The second one. Got it. Yeah. Go ahead and target him and roll damage. You hit. You connected with the first shot. You rolled a
Okay.
19 actually. Here, if you want to see it.
I thought I had him targeted too. That's weird.
It sometimes gets weird
Okay.
with the targeting, dude. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. All right. Well, you killed him. So what happened?
Well, there we go.
What happened, Tommy?
Straight through the solo plex.
Nice.
Pierced. A good old pierce.
Thrusting.
Yeah.
Well, the sword is stuck in the body. Anything else you'd like to do?
Pull it out.
Kick him off.
Okay. Done.
Delay for second attack.
Yep.
Cool.
Correct. Orcasio, blade in hand.
Well, I'm seeing that this human is capable, very capable of fighting with his back to combat. I'm going to target this next troglodyte and stab at him.
Okay. That is a hit. Thrusting.
Nice.
So is this
damage alone will
a
probably kill this guy?
medium-sized creature?
Yeah, it's a normal sized creature.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm just like, I'm just
You're-
like stabbing like right into his cranium.
Yeah, I think that would make sense since you just dropped him with a dagger. The blade goes right into the side of this thing's head, and you just see its eyes roll back white.
Your wrist is probably all the way in.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would, yeah, that was. This guy turns to run away.
Oh,
And I'm making a stab.
yeah.
Yep.
Opportunity.
Go ahead and do it at a +2.
Oh, baby, I like it.
Intimidation
Oh, that almost
factor.
hit on that 20.
Yeah, that was close.
8 damage. Oh my gosh.
You slash across his back, and it looks like he almost trips and then makes his way out of the room into the darkness. You don't
Oh.
see.
Is my gear with these that are fallen?
The gear is with this one right here in front of you.
The human.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
collect my gear when I can.
Correct. Yeah, this
And-
thing rushes out.
But I would prefer to pursue this thing.
Okay.
I should
letting the
gather
party
my
know
sword,
that.
though.
You'll have time to grab the sword up if you want to pursue. Wait, didn't you just you've already okay? This is Loman. Sorry, I thought you were.
That wasn't me, no.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, what are you
Loman,
doing, Scoop?
Yeah, I was like, what? Loman, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm going after this guy.
Okay, movement.
The little guy is brave. I like this.
What's your movement there, dude? Sorry.
Well, my movement's 5, so I can move half an attack, right?
Correct.
So I'm seeing if I can get within range.
You could go right through Hercatio.
Oh yeah, that's
go
right.
through-
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
go right
that's
through
why
him.
I
Same
canceled.
5e.
Oh, okay.
That's why I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to. So that's 20. You
Oh.
see him kind of staggering.
Oh, so I
see
can
him
make it.
Yeah, he's been wounded pretty bad across the back, dude. He's staggering away.
I fucked his
Yeah.
shit up.
You fucked him up.
dagger.
That's what. So I'm saying he lurched when he cut him all across, like all the way down the back with that.
Damien's
that,
like, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy to figure out how the
Yeah.
hell he does
How the
that.
hell did he do that?
It's pretty brutal, dude. Go ahead and roll your own attack, dude. You can do it at a -2. He's got his back turned to you. It's a rear
-2 or
attack.
+2?
+2, sorry.
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Where's
He
that?
looks pretty fucking hurt, dude.
Nice.
Damien. I'll
I'm
clear your target for you.
40 feet. What's my movement?
Your movement should be pretty good. It's 6, right? So that's 120 feet, which would mean
No,
6.
my movement's 5 because I'm pretty encumbered.
50 feet.
Oh, I'm looking
Yeah.
at your AC. Sorry, man. My brain
25
is.
if you want to make an attack, so you're pretty
I
much
can't.
not going to get
I
any
can't.
attack on, so you can just.
So I'll move down there and stop.
Okay.
Because if
Dead. Talissa's going to rush up. She seems to have recovered her composure. 90 feet, so here.
she can boogie.
Yeah. She sees Loman go around the corner, rushes into the fray, sees this wounded creature, has the sickle out,
Oh yeah, she's
having
serious with the
dropped
sickle.
having dropped her club,
Nice.
and she clips it.
Nice.
Loman, you see that sickle come out, and you already know it's bad news. And
Ooh,
the
nice.
sickle sticks into the back of its neck right here, and it just kind of wobbles and then falls face forward. And you see this puddle of mud right here? It falls face first into that mud, lifeless. No enemies are around that you can actually see.
Yeah.
Good
Zadar,
shot.
you don't see any targets. In fact, we're officially out of combat as it is right now, so you guys can just state what you guys want to do.
I'd
I'm
certainly
picking up
like
my
kind of
gear.
move forward into the action.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it in the order of the pictures. Damien, I'm gonna unlock it in a minute. Hold on.
I'm happy right where I am. I could
Okay.
participate in searching these 3 guys if necessary,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also being very aware of this large room to make sure
Mhm.
nothing starts to stir. And if I need to, catch sleep or something, I'll respond.
Very good. I'm gonna unlock it, but before we do that, let's get to Loman. Loman, what are you planning on doing right now?
Yeah, I'm just looking around, making sure there are no more threats in the room or in the mud.
Okay. Orcasio.
I'm going to gather up my stuff and then I'm going to walk into this area prepared and I'm going to hand Loman the dagger back and thank him profusely
Oh, my
and
pleasure.
tell him that this is a very nice weapon that you have here.
Zadar.
Kind of investigating around the corner here.
I'm going to put
Okay.
that back into the party sheet for you, Loman.
Okay.
So what you see is a large troglodyte with a large cut across its back, face down in a pool of mud. You see Talissa with her sickle out, and it looks to be covered in blood, and you see Loman kind of hovering over the body as well. Ricaccio is giving the blade back to Loman. You don't see any enemies in your vicinity or anything else. It's quiet again. Just you don't hear anybody coming. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Damien, you know, with your infravision, you can actually see down this corridor right here. The corridor you recognize is where you guys got into trouble previously. You don't see
Right.
anybody coming from there. and all is quiet.
And go pick up my backpack.
Your lantern's in there as well.
Oh yeah, and
There
pick
is
that up as well.
what's lighting everything up in here is torches. So
Thank
and
you very much for rescuing me from these vile creatures. What brings you down here?
Well, they have been corrupting the townsfolk of Orlane, and they kidnapped the mayor. So we're trying to put a stop to their depredations.
Your name is? Well, let me introduce myself first. I am Sir Hercatio Sternguard. I'm a knight of the Watch. No need for you to address me by sir. You can just call me Hercatio.
Well,
What is your
Hercatio,
name?
I am Loman Silvershine of the Forest.
Loman, it is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your handiwork.
Ah, well, appreciate your handiwork. And I point at the big gash in the trog.
nice.
Thank Heronius for my ability. Look to Zadar and say, and you are, kind sir.
He states his name. He says he's impressed with your dagger work.
I'm very impressed with your sword work, friend. Perhaps we can train together, hone our skills, and make us better with the blade.
He sticks his chin out and nods.
Nice.
Looking to Talissa. And the pleasure, my lady?
Well, Talissa looks kind of, she looks impressed with the armor and she kind of smiles back and just nods and says, "Well met, kind sir. What brings you down here?"
I've been tasked with investigating things in the Grand March, for this is where my patronage lies at this point in time through... Oh dear, dropping words now. This is where I have been tasked to investigate happenings in the surroundings, and we heard of some issues in Orlane, and so I was tasked to investigate this marsh area, and I happened upon a party of these trogs, and I was overwhelmed by them. And, well, my horse was slain, lost my lance, and I was subdued and brought into here.
Yes.
Zadar asks what make and model of lance.
It was
I like
the
it.
Kremlot, custom crafted in Hook Hill, model number 7237. And it had the upgraded tassel that hangs from the front with bells on it, so that the enemy knows what's hitting them.
Yeah, the enemy definitely knows what's hitting him with that, dude. Wow.
You joust, my friend.
No. But I know my weapons.
It is a relaxing sport. And then I look to the elven man and say, "And sir, and you are?"
I'm Damien Dunghill. My friends call me Buck.
Buck, it is a pleasure to meet you. What is your specialty? You don't look to be perhaps the magical arts?
A warrior I am not. Arcane is my game.
You are good with the sling, though.
Far better today than yesterday.
Well, today is all that matters, and that we breathe to see tomorrow is what is of import. I appreciate all of you that have assisted me here. I shall pledge myself to assist you in the pursuits that you have down here.
Yes, we can
Really
put a
well.
stop to this evil.
Indeed. And then I take a look to Talissa and say, "Ma'am, perchance you have the healing arts? I am a bit beat up, and I don't really want to stop yet with the fight."
Yes, I do have that ability. In fact, we've had to use it many times down here. Let me see what I can do. Where are you hurt, fine sir?
Well, I've got these cuts and bite marks all over me. I do doubt that they are infectious.
Let me see what I can do. She pulls out a component pouch and she starts fiddling around with something, and she will cast Cure Light Wounds on you. And I think I got your aura working too, Betty. We'll test it. You had again, you had the two things backwards. I always fuck it up too. So I you had it backwards, probably because you were looking at the docs.
Probably.
And all and
And I
all
was, yes.
and all you were, yeah, because that's what I was saying. It's backwards, so we need to come up with an acronym for that so we remember. Because the what it
Yes.
is, and remember this, okay? It's range, color, alignment. So
RCA.
10, yeah,
RCA.
Hmm.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
RCA video. Yep. And then
Do
after
they
that,
still exist? Does RCA
so
still
the
exist?
yeah, so you know why you know what's really fucked up about it too? It seems like it's working when it's not, because what happens is if you flip the two things,
Hmm.
there'll still be a color there. It'll be like an orange, so you're like, "Oh, it's working." But it's not working. It's that it
Right.
just defaults to that. So you think it's working, but it doesn't. Anyways, she's going to shoot. She offers to mend your wounds, and she'll cast Cure Light Wounds on you. So 1 second. Let's see if the visual still works. Nah, I need to remove that plugin. Too much horse shit. Oh man, and you feel you just feel a surge of good energy run through you,
Oh, you're
and you could see the cuts on your arms, like some of them just begin to seal up. You reached your face and you could feel the gash marks kind of close. Yes.
and as that power, as that the healing wave passes through me, I bow before her and I thank you kindly.
I will not be able to perform this service anymore today, for we have run into many battles down here, and it stretched our resources thin. It is good to have another fellow warrior, for we must root out the evil in this place at any cost. We have been seeking it a long time. And then Hercatio, what you would know is that when they were taking there, they were threatening and goading you, and basically Hercatio is being the stubborn paladin that he is and upholding his honor. And you get the gist that they wanted to take you and torture you. And they mentioned one of the guys had actually said, or the human had actually said, we'll take him to the commander and let's see how well he fares up against the mother, the
Hmm.
great mother.
Hmm.
So
That's
when
what
I
you
was
heard.
being brought in here, we were on our way to the commander, and it appears as if you came from that direction. And something about a great mother. Does any of this mean anything to you?
Well, we might have killed the commander. We fought um, some pretty tough um, troops up in this room that we came from. We had just stayed the night there to recover from our last battle with a whole bunch of the troglodytes.
But it's
But-
the first we've heard of the woman.
Yeah, no, we don't know what the Great Mother refers to.
I'm doing one thing, guys. Go ahead and do your thing. I'm listening. You guys have role played really great. There's one thing I'm curious about. Didn't there used to be an ability?
Ability for what?
Yeah, finish
The
the sentence.
ability. I was reading. I got a personal message. Got you, Scoot. Um, the ability to right click and award from, because this wasn't an encounter. I'm just trying to award
Yeah,
the EXP for.
if you are
Yeah,
deleting them, then
yeah.
I think you can
Yeah.
reward XP.
So you'll delete, and then there'll
I
be a
see it.
pop-up for
I got it.
delete and
I
delete
never
and
do
add
it
to your
this way. I
experience.
got it. I knew there was a way in the radio somewhere, but
Yeah.
I never do it that way. I always have it as an encounter, and this I had to do on the fly.
So does the mother mean anything to any of you? Have you
No,
heard of anything talk of this?
we've seen
We have
like statues of snakes, like elaborate statues back in Orlane. There was a really ornate statue of a snake, but not of like anything I would call a mother.
Did these have to you? You appear to be of the divine arts.
I am.
Does this have? Do those statues have any meaning to you, as if to be part of some deity or some cultish worship?
Well, it seems to be potentially a cult, but it wasn't a deity that I'm familiar with.
Can you describe to me the these statues? What did they embody?
It was a snake's body with a humanoid type head.
Yeah, it's the head of a female to remind
Oh,
Would
you.
so
this
it was
mean
a
anything
female.
to Hercatio?
No. And then I wanted to ask as well, where did Hercatio come from? Did he come from?
Hercatio hails from the Grand March.
Yeah.
Specifically, he was born in Hook Hill.
Okay.
His father, there's some of the backstory written into the character sheets notes at this point. I haven't
Perfect.
really had a lot of time to flesh it out, but his father was also a Knight of the Watch who perished in combat fighting along Crystal Mist Mountain Range.
Nice. So that you answered my question too. So he was coming from Hook Hill, which would mean that he very likely had heard about the disappearances on the trade road leading in and out of that area on the way to Orlane and then the way to Hochuch and then the Great Forest. There's been a lot of disappearances, so that would explain his wanderings in the swamp if he wanted to make it organic like that. He would have known about this. This was big news in Hook Hill.
Yeah.
In fact, they already had sent a detachment of soldiers off at one point, and Damien had come with a ranger into the marsh, but the ranger had actually fallen.
From Hook Hill as well?
Hook Hill. Many different people had set out from Hook Hill to investigate what
Then
the hell
I
was
tell him
going on.
I hail out of Hook Hill. I'm sure that you know the area.
I should write that down because I don't remember Hook Hill, but let me do that now.
Oh, and if you don't, yeah, and let me show you
Hook Hill's
guys.
to the north of where we are.
Yeah, and let me show you a map. That'll be good for the stream, anyways.
Yeah. So
Okay.
kind Loman, the statue doesn't bring any recollections to me either. But
So there you go.
it does not sound that it is of good nature.
No. Usually snake deities are not beneficial.
Can
I
everybody
agree.
see the Grand
Yep.
March? Okay.
Okay.
Hook Hill.
Yep.
Matt.
Yep,
Damien
I see it.
is right here. Hochooch is here. And Orlane. And
Hakak.
yeah, Hakak. Orlane is down here near the marsh. You are somewhere here in the Rushmores.
Okay. But Damien's from Hook Hill.
Correct. You're
I
from
wrote
Hook
that
Hill.
down.
Yep.
This is
It's just a
definitely
dimwit.
not like the Lore Ridges, which I am used to patrolling in. Did you
Very.
encounter leeches
Oh yes, we
on your
certainly
way here?
did.
They are something awful. Some of them were almost as large as you.
Yes.
Loman, do you have like a look on your face when he asks you that?
Oh yes, I do. Look of disgust.
He doesn't even want to elaborate on it. He just is like fucking I don't even want
He's
to talk
shaking
about
his
that.
I
head.
will ask.
Yeah.
I will ask no more questions about that. Clearly, we don't need to go any further with this conversation.
I love
Clearly.
it, dude. Clearly this is a sore subject for you. Clearly. So good, man. So good. I'm just gonna put one. I need to do one thing. Death marker
So,
here.
shall we continue with our conquest of this area?
You're not afraid of boats, are you?
No.
Oh,
Why would
shit.
I be afraid of boats?
Well, there's one just over here, and I think we need to take it to proceed further.
Or get out.
I will have to trust
Uh-huh.
you all. My adventure through here has been very short. It seems
we
that you are
cleared
much more
everything?
familiar with the lay of the land here. Have you a map maker?
I think we've been over most of the area here, except not sure if we.
I'm not sure who's mapping, but we've talked about mapping. Damien's got
Does somebody
partially
have a map
and
I could
not
look
the
at?
skill.
Oh, there's no
No,
mapping
we're just
skill.
operating from memory
So
mainly.
yeah, because
Drew a map at one point, but not of this place.
yeah, you've been kind of I didn't know anyone had paper and was actually mapping, but I thought yeah, I can't recall what you guys wanted to do with that. If you're going to map, your movement's gonna slow down a lot, and I could turn fog of war back
I'd say
on.
if we just kind of blew it and didn't keep
Well,
track of
no, you were
trophy.
doing an awesome part at beginning. You were
Well,
actually
no,
drawing it out.
I'd say like now, like we didn't. We just no one kept track.
That's what I feel like. Yeah, I feel like
I
after
kind
all
of,
that shit, you guys were
I kind
not
of know
at.
where I know where the boat is, kind of based
Hmm.
on memory.
Yep.
Hmm.
Also, you guys have gotten in a big.
Would it be a trouble for someone to perhaps make a rudimentary map of our way so that we can retrace our steps much easier?
Talissa has paper. She could do it.
I have paper as well.
Damien, why don't you take that job?
I don't mean to impose on anyone, but this place seems to be quite elaborate, and I know none of us want to spend our final days here.
No,
Yep.
we don't.
So we're going to
I
be mapping.
prefer a nice bed.
You can start mapping at least from this point. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna turn off.
this is a dead
And I'll
end, so it's a good point to start at.
A good point, yeah.
Oh, I love the search, man.
Apparently,
God, it makes it so much easier, dude, to turn settings on and off. Jesus.
alleged
Yes.
dead end.
So, Spencer,
Yeah.
do I?
I'm sorry, what, dude?
The message I sent you.
No. No, I will
Okay,
definitely let
perfect.
you know. Yeah. No, I got that, and I will 100%. This is the first time I've actually had to run with a paladin, in the group, so this is going to be a good experience for me. They're pretty cool character class.
Yeah,
Let's
always
try
was my
something.
favorite.
I really like it. Let's try one thing really quick though. I'm gonna
Mhm.
drop a. Why did that remove that from you, man? Is there?
Because you put a time on it, maybe.
No, I didn't have a time on it. Come on. Torch, ring of protection. Wait, is that Loman?
Can you remove the fog of war on the map for just a minute, and then I'll map it?
Well, in order for it to work, and in order
You
for
got
it
to
to
be
work,
through it.
you have to go through it. So give me 1 second here. Oh no, the aura is on. Why is it not? I'm gonna have to figure this out later. There's just something not right
Yeah,
here. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this.
Oh wait,
I
there's
see the aura. Now it's red.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
got it went yellow then red.
It was no aura at all, and you couldn't see anything, which was what we want with
Yeah,
with
but
nothing in there.
don't worry about that right now. I'll figure the color thing out. What I want to
Okay.
do is this. I just want
So I
to. I
think if
want
you
to.
don't put a color, it doesn't have a color.
Yeah,
Hey,
but that's a second parameter. You know what I'm saying? So it's the list of the parameters. I don't think you can miss one like that.
Yeah,
That's
you don't need the. I don't think you need the color in there, but I.
well. How does it know
The only
what
way
the
we'll
difference
know is to
between
test it.
a color and alignment? You know what I mean? It's a parameter orders. So like it's going by the order of the parameters. It takes that string and it splits it up. So like if in two, maybe that if you just put a space there, it'll just treat it as ignore it. I don't know. But anyways, this is a troglodyte. So what should he have? He should have a -1 to attack.
You should have a -1 to attack on anything.
Yeah, I've done this. I've done this before and I got it working. That's what's
Yeah,
bugging me.
I know.
I
Don't you hate
actually
that? You have something working
it
and then it
works.
yeah.
doesn't.
I got it. It works. I got it.
Perfect. Now
There we
remove the
go.
red and see if it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm be surprised if it does because it's yeah, when you
Now it
remove
actually
the
it's still
red,
a color. It's
yeah,
still a
because
color. It's
exactly,
just
it's gonna default to orange. That's what I'm saying. You have to have transparent in here as the actual color. So whatever the hexadecimal is for transparent, that's what you do.
Hey guys, I think I see a door down here. I don't think we checked out.
We'll figure that out. But for now, I'm gonna change it to this because it's a little bit more pleasant.
yeah. Mine, I see it as yellow. Weird,
Yeah, I don't
not
know,
blue.
man. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this.
I'm searching for aura colors in Fantasy Grounds. See if I can find anything.
It gets really touchy with this aura stuff. I don't understand why blue isn't working.
I think you have to do cyan for blue.
No, blue
Size.
works. I've done it. I've
Oh,
done it with blue. It works. I want to see
No, I
something here.
don't want aura tokens. Jeez. Aura colors. No, I do not want to know what a color of someone's aura means about somebody.
It's all right.
Hell.
I'm gonna get it all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna code it all, and I'll get it all in
Yeah.
there. I might even try to fucking automate this shit in Sternos because I don't even want to deal with it. I would rather just
Right?
have it. I would rather just have check the proximity. You can do it. There's on token. You can check the proximity you are to other tokens and maybe check their alignment. Maybe I can automate it. I don't know. I don't know. The aura is cool. It's cool, but it's just I'm again it has that limitation of multiple auras. And somebody was trying to run a paladin, and I know that they couldn't get the two things they needed working because it required them to have two auras. Whatever that was, I can look up the conversation later, but I know that they had a difficult time with the paladin because of that. They needed two separate effects, and you can't combine them. Um, yeah, and I remember that
Oh.
vividly.
You can actually change it from cube that it is to circle.
In 2E. Are you looking at the 2E one? Because the
Oh, this is
2E one,
5Es.
yeah,
5Es.
the
Never
2E
mind.
is completely different. Just remember that the 2E auras is 100% a 2E thing. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with auras from any other rule set. This was like baked in. This is the
Yeah.
only rule set with it baked in.
mm.
So pretty cool.
Yeah, this is
Like
the
that, though.
aura effects module.
Yeah, this is the only rule set that actually has it baked in. All right, guys. So what are we doing here?
Well,
You guys have gathered your gear up. You don't sense anything coming right now. Looks like you're wandering around the halls with your lamp.
well, Loman just noticed there's a door at the end of this hall that I don't think we've explored.
You definitely have seen the door down there before. This is the hallway where you guys actually had encountered the.
But we never went down there because we were too
Damien,
busy.
are you mapping? Damien's walking around and
No, sir.
unlock. What? What? Yeah, don't do that, dude. Did you just like go around the map right now? What were you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
was.
staying here to keep watch over.
He went through all the areas you get. All right, well that's fine. He went through all
Ah!
the.
There's a trog here.
Yeah, it was me running an attack on you guys. Just hold up with the. I might have to lock you guys down again. So what are we doing? It looks like Damien just wandered through the entire dungeon right now and mapped it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like. How much of this is unlocked for you? Okay, I can see it. Just wanted to
Wow,
make sure.
holy shit. It's where we've
Yeah,
been.
yeah. He went
I
around.
only went to where we've been.
Okay.
No, you didn't, because we've been. No, yeah, you did. That's it right there. That room is where Airwalk
That's
passed.
fine. That's fine. I'll let it lie. Um. So there is a door down here at the southern end, and no, Loman, you do not remember breaching that said portal.
Right.
And I'm one of these days I'm going to get used to using the ping. I'm so used to arrowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to just be a while before I'm used to it.
Yeah, same.
Talissa's going to move in. I think we'll call it there for tonight, guys. This is like a really good
Okay.
place to stop.
Yeah, cool.
Because I need to, I need to run to the restroom again, anyways, and we're like 5 minutes away. But before we go, what? Okay, the aura thing. Figure everything out with the paladins. Read everything about the paladin.
Figure everything out with the paladins.
Yeah, paladin.
It's really not a lot.
No, I just know that I know that it's hard to automate something with it as far as an effect, the aura effect.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what that is.
Yeah. Rations, we've already healed up. You guys are already. Oh, let's see. What time is it? It is this. Yes, this means
11:25.
Now, as far as resting goes, it's once every 24 hours, or is it done by the day? Do you understand what I mean? Like if someone's done it at, let's just say someone started resting at midnight, or let's just say they started resting or went to sleep like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday and got up at 3 in the morning. How long would they have to, wait before they could rest again? Is it 24 hours or it just goes by the day?
It's typically one rest in a 24-hour period.
Okay. That still is kind of like vague. The way that I look at it, maybe like it's okay to rest.
It's 16 hours. You
Yeah.
get it. You can take it. So do like 16 hours from now.
Yeah.
From 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. That's the way that I was thinking about it. Because when you really start breaking down, when someone says like once every 24 hours, oh, you're like, that doesn't really work,
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really work that way, dude. So I'm gonna say 16 hours from now, you guys will be allowed to rest again.
Because your venture day is typically gonna be
10 to 12 hours.
8-ish hours.
Yeah,
8-ish.
agree.
8-ish hours, and then it's gonna be 4 hours on each end of the rest for setting shit up and cleaning and all that stuff. And then the 8 hours of sleep. Because it's like when you set up camp, you just don't just lay down and fall right to sleep.
Yep.
No, you have the sharpen.
You got
your
maintenance
weapons,
to deal with.
armor,
There's things we
Correct.
don't role play out that we're doing.
Yep. Absolutely.
But so Spencer, for your knowledge, because of my militarist kit, I have to train at least 1 hour every day.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Which is why I was inviting Zadar to join me.
Absolutely.